Taco Bell's great. Hey, everybody.
Oh. Not sponsored yet.
Oh. Old Kai Venter sighs as he lifts the heavy keyring and unlocks the front door to Venter's magical wares. A low groan echoes in the main lobby as the door swings open. Kai closes and locks the door. He's never felt the need before to relock the door while he ventures into the back of the shop to set up for the day, but times are different now. Everything is different now. There is no smiling Elle to greet him with a freshly brewed pot of coffee and a chipper attitude, almost too chipper for an early morning hour. But oh, he would do anything now to hear the gentle humming of Elle in the morning. The wood floor creaks as he slowly makes his way to the back of the shop. Opening the door to the back area, Kai gasps as the image of Elle's body frozen in death on the ground invades his mind. He shakes his head, his breathing heavy, and the image fades. A deep sigh as he strikes a match to light the lantern on his desk. The vibrant colors and mesmerizing patterns of the wares in stock around him seem to lack in their usual brilliance. A dull filter has been placed over this world. The Iron Guard has been useless at bringing forth any meaningful evidence against Elle's killer. Kai was beginning to lose hope that he would see justice come to fruition. Quiet knocks rap on the front door. Kai looks towards the front of the shop to see a familiar figure. A small smile creeps across his face as he walks to the front door and lets in the young Kima Groon. Kima, it is good to see you. Kai's breath is pushed away as Kima wraps her arms around him. Oh, Mr. Venter, I wanted to be here earlier. I'm so sorry. Kima lets out a small sob. No. Kai shushes her. You have nothing to be sorry for. Kai pulls her back, gives her a weary smile. Let me put on the kettle. Kai leads Kima further into the shop, and maybe today wouldn't be as dreary as it began. We will find ourselves back at Venter's Magical Wares here in a bit on today's episode of the Concordian Expanse campaign. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. The warm weather is coming back, people, and so my sinuses are screwed. But hopefully you're having a good time. As you can see, the illustrious Sophie is not with us today, but Luce will be with us here, and Sophie will be with us in spirit. Hope you're having fun at Emerald City Comic Con. If you're at Emerald City Comic Con, look for Sophie and say hi and say, hey, I'm a fan of CharmedPersons. That would be fucking nuts if you did that. So do that. Also, tomorrow is an episode of Talk With Me. Yes, it is. Yeah. An episode of Talk With Me tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central. And Matt has all the information about it. Over to you, Matt.
Yeah, I do have information. We're picking a logo.
Yeah, that's right, people. We got some new... Thanks for giving me plenty of time to take a drink.
Yep. Concise.
We got a bunch of new logos. We're rebranding. We're trying to... we're still CharmedPersons. But we're trying to find a more consistent brand, a more consistent logo. So come and help us decide what that's going to be tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central, live. If you're not there live, you're not going to find out. Also, Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, we will have the next episode of Minions. Because unfortunately, we didn't have Monster Hearts this past week. But that's okay. We'll be back. But this coming Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, we have the next episode of Minions. And then we are back here a week from today at 12 p.m. Central for 11 a.m. Central. Gosh, 12 p.m. Eastern. For the Concordian Expanse campaign. So thank you all for joining us. Also join our Discord. If you want to chat with us during the game, see what people are saying. Cute art, cute pictures, pets, which is nice. Also, subscribe to the channel, because if you don't subscribe, you're not going to be able to see us chat about the session after the session. So subscribe if you want to see that. And I think that's it for announcements, other than the fact that I am going to look at what today's EM inspiration is.
I write a little spot on the top of my notes. Yeses.
Well, if you don't get this one, I have no faith in you as human beings. Michael got last week's Squabble This Opportunity. Shout out, Briar Blush. So, Michael, you have a EM inspiration for today's session. So use it or lose it.
I do.
All right. Now we will give a brief recap that I didn't have the time to write down, so let's ring this a little bit. In our last session, our party found themselves successful in the sewers of River Alley, having discovered the ancient tablet and ancient creature that were turning people into mutated snake-like humanoids called Wanti. Our party was able to stop this ancient ritual and this group from doing what they were doing to the citizens of River Alley, and in doing so, we're able to save the day, and we're able to be rewarded for their first task as a group. They went back to the River Alley Iron Guard Station, where Master Sergeant Jara Haldor gave them the rest of their money, praised them for their work, and also offered more work should they ever want it, as well as telling them that they would be rewarded for more information about the death of Elvinter and what happened at the Brilliant Bazaar. After leaving there, the party met with, or discussed with Luke, the new companion that they had discovered, the orc uncle of Drea, the young orc that Luce had saved, the brother of the orc woman who had died, and the friend of Elvinter, the young girl who had been killed at Vinter's magic shop. Discussing with him whether or not they were going to continue this investigation, they separated for the day and went about their business. Pip went to the library to discover a lot about her lineage and the fact that she is not a human. As a matter of fact, she is another species called an Aasimar, which is the mixture of a humanoid race, in this case being humanoid, with celestial blood. And how did that come to be, and what is that going to continue to be in the future? We will come to find out. But she ran home and told Sybil about it, who had just had a conversation with her mom, because Aliana Avarna-Burroughs had visited the city of Crosshaven via teleportation to console her daughter. And having received the advice from her mother and father, Sybil finished her updates on her construct Norbit, creating a steel defender who greeted Pip when she arrived, the three of them discussing everything that had happened before eventually going to the Lucky Turn to meet with Luke and the rest of the party. Meanwhile, Luke met with Luce at the Druid's Rest Inn, where he thanked her for being so forthright and willing to help. They then went to the Lucky Turn, and also while this was happening, Eovald and Wilhelm had a little run-in with a Ambassador Nightheart, who seemed to have a little bit of an issue with Eovald Blackhollow. After leaving this establishment, Will tried to get a little bit more information out of Eovald, but Eovald was pretty tight-lipped. The party then ended up meeting at the Lucky Turn, where eventually, after a long discussion and getting to know each other a bit more, they decided to officially become a party with each other, and a team, and a group, however you want to say it. In doing so, agreeing to help Luke solve the mystery of Elvinter's death and what happened at the Brilliant Bazaar. Also, they met after this with two members of the Night Wardens, the underground crime group of this city. Ready for a fight and a bit tense, it actually ended up being a relatively pleasant discussion, where the Night Wardens revealed themselves to be dastardly criminals with a moral backbone, as they did not like the random death and chaos that was happening in the city. And once the party confirmed and convinced the Night Wardens that they were not a part of it, the Night Wardens opened up a little bit more and let them know about the other crates that were delivered of mephits, as well as they were able to give them some information on the symbol found in Elvinter's mouth. And it turns out it is the symbol of the vampire, which is the name of an assassin for the group called the Bloody Daggers, a group of assassins who each have a specific way of taking care of their targets. We also discovered that Eovald had previously at some point come across the Poisoner's symbol. In discussing all of this, the Night Wardens, specifically Corvix, offered more information via his father, Valor, who is the leader of the Night Wardens. He said if they wanted more information about the Bloody Daggers, that Valor would probably be willing to offer that information, should they be willing to complete a task for him. The party then talked amongst themselves, deciding what they wanted to do, eventually ending on meeting up the next morning and going to Winter's magical wares to start the investigation. Once business had been taken care of and all was decided, the group decided to play a little game of Hoka, honesty or compelled action, and they decided to get to know each other a little bit more. It was a fun game, and it was revealing. There were some feelings and emotions and backstories and memories that were revealed, but also good times were had. And that is where we left off, and that is also where we will pick up. Last night was fun. You and your companions drank, you told stories, you sang songs, you felt feelings of excitement and other feelings that maybe you had dreaded, or maybe you had pursued. Either way, last night you saw yourself take the first step into a new chapter of your life, with new people. Now, outside of Winter's magical wares, you have gathered. It is early morning still here in the brilliant bazaar. As you made your way through the colorful market, it was hard for your mind to not wander to the events of the attack days ago. An event that has seemingly uprooted the events of your everyday lives. It is early fall, so the air is crisp and cool, and your breath leaves as its ghost. Your breath leaves its ghost behind as you exhale. Today is a new day, and you have a new mission. You stand here with your new companions, ready to tackle the mystery ahead. But before we see these events unfold, Pipplin. As you started to try and wander off to sleep last night, your thoughts were rightfully swimming. You discovered a secret about your own origin. You officially joined an adventuring party, let's call it what it is, and you bumbled your way through kind of confessing your feelings for Sybil. And yet, these are not the thoughts that invade your dreams. It was thoughts of your father that swam through your head as sleep finally found you. You began to dream a dream of a memory that seemed so far away and yet not long ago. You are barely awake in your bedroom. The sun is just peeking through the windows, and the blankets covering you provide a warm shelter from the day that is yet to begin. As you stretch your body tiredly, the door swings open and your father appears in the doorway. "Happy birthday!" Your father screams while he rushes into the room and sits on the edge of your bed with a plop. "I have a surprise for you, dear," he continued. "Today I have the day off, and we are going to spend the day doing whatever Pipplin wants to do for her birthday. This is your 15th birthday. You are still not in the institute. You're still in your regular public schooling. Your father is not a counselor yet, but your mother is an ambassador. She is currently off on some journey and not able to be here. something that you were aware of as you fell asleep, but had forgotten about in this early morning, especially because your father has taken it upon himself to be here with you today, taking a day off as a high magistrate, and sitting on the edge of the bed with you, and he kind of looks down at you with a smile. So, what's the first thing that you want to do?
Oh, well, as probably no surprise to you, I would love to go get a new book for my birthday.
Oh, of course, a new book, yes. But what would you... do you want a tower of pancakes? Or do you want to ride a unicorn? Or
Can you do that, Father?
I think that one of the counselors might have a connection, and I could try my best.
Are you jesting with me, or are you actually serious right now? Jesting, okay.
Yes, I'm jesting. I didn't... You got so excited, and I didn't want to say... I don't think... She's really kind of a bitch, so I don't say that. So I don't think that she would... It's a prize of hers, and it's very old at this point. I'm surprised. It's honestly not... It's... Yes, it's... but there is a unicorn that a counselor has, yes. That's true.
That is still exciting in itself.
Yes, it's well, you know, the people in this city, what rich people are capable of doing.
Yes. Do you think we could at least see it? Do you know where it is? Could we sneak a peek?
Do you want to sneak a peek of a unicorn?
Yeah, I do.
And get a book?
Yeah. And cinnamon rolls for breakfast.
Well, cinnamon rolls... That's unfortunate.
Oh.
I got the ingredients for so many things, but I didn't get the ingredients for cinnamon rolls.
That's all right. Pancakes are lovely as well. You know,
cinnamon rolls are
your
but cinnamon rolls are your favorite. Why didn't I think that? Obviously, you would want cinnamon rolls. I'm so sorry.
Well, you've been very busy, and you know.
I have cinnamon rolls ready for you downstairs.
Oh, ready?
Yes!
And she, jumps up and starts running downstairs.
And you run downstairs with your dad, and indeed, cinnamon rolls are ready. And you begin to have this lovely day with your father. Your mom's absence, genuinely not really in your mind, as he does a good job of keeping your brain away from it. As you leave the house and start... you've gotten your birthday get-up all set. At this point, I think maybe you are starting to come in a little bit to your own aesthetic and your style, especially now on a birthday. You know, you're not wearing a dress. You're wearing, a nice, set of slacks and pants, and you're looking dapper, and... he is just smiling and offers you his arm, and you very Daddy Warbucks and Annie are on your way. And then there is a moment where he kind of stops, and he looks up and he says, just one moment, Pip. I need to talk to my friend, and then we can be on our way, right?
Oh, sure, of course.
And he goes, and you see him speaking with two individuals. One of them is a tall elven man, long white hair that is pulled back into a very tight, clean bun, except for one single strand of hair that seems purposefully hung in front of his face. And he is wearing noble attire, a very nice silken coat and vest with some paisley pattern on it, nice slacks, but it's all black. And he has a stoic look upon his face as he begins to speak with your father. You're out of earshot, as always. He doesn't let you hear too much about his daily business. That figure seems to introduce him to another figure. A shorter figure steps forward, looking ever so slightly younger than the last time you saw them, as you see a young Jace Stone come up to your father and kind of nod and your father shakes his hand, and the two of them meet, and he has another brief conversation with them before nodding and stepping away from them. And as he comes back to you, before he paints that smile back on his face and becomes your charming father on your birthday, you didn't notice it when you were younger, when you were 15, but you see a moment now where your father has a look of exhaustion and fear and disappointment on his face before completely masking it and smiling for you, his darling girl, and taking you to a grouchy old bitch of a counselor who who ends up seeing this unicorn who actually seems to be living quite a nice life in this big courtyard that it lives in. And you spend a good day with your father before sleep takes you officially, and you doze off for the rest of the night before waking up the next day. Sybil. Much like everyone else, and much like your friend, you also had a very eventful day yesterday. Speaking with your mother and hearing from your father were such blessings, and things that definitely helped ground you. However, by the end of the night, your mind began wandering through all the various events and discoveries. One discovery in particular. The way that your friend said something. The way that she said it in a way that everyone knew what she meant. Even you. A thought like that can invade your mind, grip your brain, and not let go. And that is what is happening to you as you wake the next morning. You swing your legs over your bed, lift your arms up in a morning yawn, and you stretch. And then you sit at the edge of your bed, thinking. Your thoughts wander to Pip. And your thoughts wander to the first time you ever met her. You enter the massive Starvale Library. It is not your first time stepping into this library in your first year at the Institute, but you still have not gotten used to the grandeur of this place. As you take it all in, a voice can be heard. Hello, welcome to the illustrious Starvale Library. My name is Jorge Hollow.
Hi.
What can I do for you? What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm in a bad way.
Oh, well, you've come to the right place. We have all the answers.
Good. I've fallen behind in some of my... I'm not doing well.
Oh, well, let me tell you one thing right now, young lady. You are by far not the first student to come in here with a panicked look on their face, nor shall you be the last, nor are you the worst. Some people have come in here with liquids already running down their leg, if I say. Yes, they pee themselves in panic.
Oh my! No, I'm not. I'm not.
It's hilarious when it happens.
Although mentally it does feel could you point me, please, into the direction of your divination section?
Of course, yes. Just take the Triest case up to floor 3, and then follow the red line.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you make your way through the massive library. Students walking to and fro. You see a couple of students holding their books close to their chest, gabbing as they walk by you. You see.
I think I'm looking to make sure, or to see if anybody looks like they peed themselves, just like absentmindedly, not like looking.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
really,
You do see some
like,
nervous people. You see one kid who's like got 4 books that doesn't look like he can carry. That's like struggling. He's sweating. You see all kinds of people. You see some people who are not a part of either the Crosshaven College or the Institute, who are just here to take in the massive resource of education and knowledge that is this library. And as you push yourself up to the third floor, you come across a red line on the ground, and very Sybil-like, your focus, you focus in, and you're focusing on this red line, kind of just staring at it as you're walking on the ground, not really looking at where you're going. Your mind wandering to various other things while your body goes into autopilot. Wondering about the divination book that you're actually looking for. Also, you have to talk to Mom tonight. Also, is Norbert charging? You're pretty sure you put him on the charger. Yeah, that's probably right. Your mind is wandering through all these things, and you physically run into someone. And Pip, your book goes flying that you currently have in your hand, and goes sprawling down on the ground, and you turn to see Sybil.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm so sorry. This line
fault.
is... what does it do? Is it protecting against something? It's so robust, and I thought maybe if I step over it, something might happen, and magically I'll be good at things.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
If only.
Hi.
No, you're fine. Can I help you find something, though? If you're following the red line so closely and concerned about it, I could maybe take its place.
No, it's not really. It doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Right.
No, of course not.
Right. Okay.
It's just paint on the floor.
You look familiar. You're a student at the Institute, yeah?
Yes.
Do you work here?
Part-time, yes. Most nights,
Really?
actually.
Wow. Well, I'm just doing a little extra for school,
Sure, of
as
course.
it were. I am looking specifically for... It's a rather rudimentary text. It's a very basic text on divination magic.
Oh.
Something to just help start me off on an inspiration for the paper. I'm sure you
Yes.
know, the accessing inner planes and such.
Of course, yeah. I can show you exactly where that book is, and I do have some, if you want other books that are kind of supplementary and will help explain some of the terms that I personally don't think that book goes quite into enough detail about. If you want to actually dive in a little bit more. If not, that's totally fine. I do dive in more, so I know those books.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'll take anything you have. Anything to help. It's not my strongest subject, I've been told, so I'm trying to be a good student.
Of course, yes. Sure. She just kind of takes over and goes into librarian mode. Starts pulling random books of this one goes into the theory of divination. This is about casting spells specifically.
We see a little montage of Pip and Sybil finding books, and we see the two of you sitting at a table with Pip going over one of the books with you. We see a moment where Pip pulls out a notebook where she has a bunch of notes already, and then we see Sybil pull out her notebook that is just equally as robust but disorganized. According to Pip's, Sybil knows exactly where everything is, but it looks disorganized according to Pip. And we see another moment where a little gray squirrel with a black line on his tail comes up to the table, and Pip introduces Sybil to Meatball, and we see this unraveling as this first interaction occurs, and then we jump back to the present, and you're sitting on the edge of your bed, looking out the window, and you hear the footsteps of the person you were just thinking about as they get ready in the kitchen on this brand new day. We cut away from there, Eovald. As you walk to Venter's Magical Wares this morning, you walk with your friend Will. Will is to be considered a friend now, or at least a companion, since payment is no longer being exchanged. And as you walk by his side, your mind also begins to wander to times past. You sit around a fireplace. A few chairs have been pulled tightly together. You rest your feet up on an ottoman. In front of you, you see the fire crackle with warmth. There's a mantle that has the head of a boar, a giant boar, on it. You down another mug of ale before requesting a refill from the walking barmaid. The warmth of the booze, the fire, and the company around you fills you up. It's good to be home in Oak Glen. No, really. How are the people in Juno Dynasty? I heard that they are the most beautiful people in the world. Men, women, those who don't prescribe to either. I heard that they are all like sirens. This is your friend, John, who is sitting here with you along with your other friend, Nate, and your other friend, Naya. And these are all friends who grew up in Oak Glen. You all were members of the Guard with each other here locally. You all trained with each other. Nate and John are still members of the Oak Glen City Guard here. And Naya is actually a mercenary as well, who does some traveling, and she does some adventuring, but in whereas you're more so on the security aspect of mercenary work, she's on the bounty hunter type work. But she has also found herself home. And, you know, it's not often that you get to come back to Oak Glen these days, but here, now, you're with your friends, going over stories, and John asks you about the people in the Juno Dynasty.
Well, John, I'll just say this. Every time I struck up a conversation with someone in the Juno Dynasty, I had to take a second to kind of collect myself. It's just insane over there. You got wow. Every single person is like, you got such a symmetrical face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know why I'd ever find myself over there. You know.
I mean, I think you should just take a trip someday. I mean, it's not a bad trip really, and it'll change your life.
It's pretty great. He's not lying. Naya chimes in. Nate says, Oak Glen is fine with me. You guys can go off on your adventures. I don't think there's anything wrong with staying right in the place where you grew up and that has always made you happy. Okay?
I mean, I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with staying in Oak Glen. This is a fine place for sure, but I mean, in the Juno Dynasty, there is this one drink that they make that it's got like some sort of like floral sense to it, and I'm usually not that type of person, but I drank it and I drank another and I drank another, and I mean, you're just missing out on stuff like that if you don't leave Oak Glen.
I mean, that does sound nice. John kind of chimes in again. Okay, so, I mean, since you started working for Neidhart, I mean, what's like the craziest thing that you've seen? I mean, like he's an ambassador for Crosshaven, so like, I mean, what have you seen? Come on, there's gotta be something.
Well, I mean, I can't go too deep into details because
come on, man, who am I gonna tell?
All right. One time we were in the Iron Marsh Collective, and we were just kind of sitting around in a campfire on our way to one of the other cities, and then you would not believe how big this spider was that came up. Like, it was like bigger than our wagon. I gotta say, yeah, it was crazy.
Spiders can't get that big. He kind of looks to his friend Nate, and Nate's like, I don't know.
This spider got big.
Spiders can get really big.
This was a big spider, and I was like, oh, is it friendly? And in retrospect, what a stupid thing to say, because it's a big spider. Of course, it's not friendly.
So what'd you do?
Well, took out my sword and took out my shield. I told everyone to get behind me, and well, a couple of quick thrusts with my sword, and that thing was down. And we had spider meat for food for a couple days.
No.
Yeah.
You ate the spider?
Yeah. I mean,
what did it taste like?
It's not that good, I'll be honest, but it's more like the novelty of it. You know what I mean? It's like I can say that I ate giant spider, you know?
Whoa. Is it like crab?
I mean, not really. It's kind of like its own thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's very like stringy and kind of a little gamey.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah.
A little bit of poison in there, it's a little extra kick.
Classic Eovald, man. You've always been the coolest, dude.
No, I'm not the coolest. I'm just got lucky with my job, and you guys are the coolest. Come on.
Come on, dude. We just, what are you talking about? Your dad is the best doctor in town. Your mom freaking made the tallest building in Crosshaven. Dude, I mean, like, come on. And now you're working for an ambassador going to every fucking realm in the Concordian Expanse. I tackled a drunk guy yesterday, and his pants fell down, and we were penis to ass. That's how my day went.
Well, you know what? Someone needs to do that, you know? Someone needs to be penis to ass when this occasion arrives.
Naya dies laughing. She just bursts out laughing. Nate and John do laugh, but you very clearly see a look in their eyes of like, fuck, our lives suck.
All right, Nate, John, even Naya. Next time you guys come with me to Crosshaven. It's not that far away. I can show you all the sights, all the sounds. I can introduce you to the ambassador. I think we're going to be working together for a while, so I think this is going to be I think this is going to be good for you to get out.
They all kind of agree and get excited, and as we jump back to the present, you kind of chuckle to yourself as you think about all your friends. And you think about the fact that they never made it here to Crosshaven. And that journey never happened. And you wonder how they're doing. You know, it's been a while since you've talked to John and Nate. And who knows if Naya's even alive with everything that she does. And you think about those friends, and you kind of look over and you see Will walking next to you. And a part of you wonders, could this be the beginning of such a friendship? But we cut away from this moment as well. Because as you walk next to your friend Eovald, Will, your heart races with anticipation. This is the beginning of what you have always dreamed of. Could it really be happening? The sun catches your eyes, causing you to squint. Early rising patrons and business owners are shuffling down the street, busy in their own lives. So much has changed for you in the past 6 months. Never before could you even imagine the immensity of Crosshaven, and yet now you're becoming a central cog in the machine. A smirk stretches across your face as your mind thinks back to other things that have changed. As a matter of fact, you think back to last night in the room of your inn. It is late at night. Your companions spent the evening drinking and laughing and sharing stories. But now there is only quiet, other than the crackling fire in the corner of your room. A confidence is flowing through you. Could be a little bit of booze, could be the adrenaline of the new friends and excitement, could be both. But something is telling you to reach out, to touch the arcane, as only you know how. You feel this pool, this pull, this bubbling under the surface. What do you do when you feel this calling?
Oh gosh. No one else had to interact like this. I think very classical. I think he wants to get his, like, not station exactly, but he gets the room kind of set up the way that he likes when he wants to meditate, essentially. So there's probably like candles on the floor in a circle around him, and he thinks to something he said earlier that night when they were talking about magic and where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he remembers saying that he is the spell book, that he just thinks of what he wants to happen and it can happen.
Yeah.
And so he thinks about it, and using my new spell that I got when we leveled up, Elementalism, he just looks down and the candles light up around him.
What color do the candles light up as initially before they kind of fade into their actual color of flame? There's a brief moment when they alight that they're a different color. What color is that?
I think it's a little purple.
Yeah. So there's a little purple flame before they fade into that orange fiery of actual fire.
And then he would sit down in kind of the middle of it, cross his legs, and close his eyes and just start to mentally reach out.
As you do that, you close your eyes. The candles are lighting. You can feel the warmth of their flame on you. You begin to meditate. You begin to focus on you and yourself and your connection with whatever this force of arcane is. And you feel it all around you. It's a bit cheesy, but it is a bit like the Force for you in the relationship that you have with it. It's something that's all around you, something that you feel you can access, a resource that is constantly there, constantly flowing through everything. But you can feel it, you can touch it, you can sense it. And there's a moment where your heart begins to race quicker and quicker. And not out of fear, but out of excitement. That's not even the right word for it. Out of preparation. A moment is coming. There's a building up. And in the back of your mind, I don't even know if you clock it, but you just hear the slightest exhale of a voice that's not yours. And your eyes shoot open, your hand reaches out, and what's the item that Will sees in the room across from him?
Probably his tarot deck.
You see your tarot deck, and I need you to roll a spell attack, and basically it's your charisma and proficiency.
Which is now... Does that change at all? What does my spell attack do? 6. Okay. That is a 19.
And with a 19, you get to choose the way this tarot deck flies across the room and into your hands.
It starts out where it's just the top card, and then the second, and then the third, and then eventually they all come, and then like a little circle around me, and then they all settle right in front of me.
A smile can't help but just grow across your face as you hold this tarot deck. And you feel that build up, release, and you feel the magic around you. And as you now have the telekinetic feat. And that is a thought that comes back to you as you are walking down the street, as you just kind of mindlessly look down at your hand as you continue to walk with Eovald. And you are, and you walk with Eovald side by side. And as a matter of fact, that is where we are going to pick up. So, Eovald and Will, you approach the outskirts of Winter's Magical Wares, and standing there waiting for you are Pip, Sybil, Luke, and Luce. And all 6 of you arrive outside of Winter's Magical Wares. We'll say that this is probably around 9:30, 10 in the morning.
What's the date, Zach?
It is the 7th of Arisia in the year 1638 DNA, meaning Dawn Age.
DNA.
If you want to do it like the way that it is, it's capital D, lowercase n, capital A, and that stands for Dawn Age. So it is the 7th of Arisia.
How are Sybil and Pip looking? Are they...
Great question.
So great.
How are you guys looking? And I know that we said we would start at Winter's Magical Wares, and I would like us to basically start here with the story. However, if you guys do feel like a conversation would have been unavoidable before you arrived here, I am fine with having that conversation.
I think that Sybil has made herself so busy and so, like, keeps her and the conversation to, well, what do you think is going to happen today? Like, do you think we're going to discover anything? Do you think and how do you think about, should we bring Norbit? Maybe we shouldn't bring Norbit. Do you want any tea? I can poison it. I was going to make some toast. Do you want any toast? We should probably stop at, Madame Talbot's, because I did want to pick up, I did use a lot of our tea in the pot that I made when my mum came. So yeah, do you want to get going? It's about time by now at this point, right? We should go.
Yes.
Great.
Having seen,
I love that. That's amazing.
knowing that, then as we approach, I think Will
It's the
smiling,
same, yeah.
smiling and waving, but then
Will, hi, hello.
telepathically to Eovald, he would go, "Yeah, they totally haven't talked about anything, huh?"
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up. It's not my problem.
As you do approach, that is a good question. Sybil, would you have brought Norbit?
I think at this point, yes.
Yeah.
Because I think the logic is that I don't know really what it's going to look like, what he can do now. So if we bring him in lower level situations and something happens, I can correct if needed. So yeah, I think I look and I say, okay, he's here. He can stand outside. If
So you so Eovald, you see the familiar figure of Norbit, who you met in last session.
I made this bestie for you.
Will, I don't think you met. You
No, I was gonna say.
Yeah, so you see this little 4-foot knight. He says, "Good day to you, Lord Wilhelm."
Oh, hi. We have a new member. That's interesting.
We don't have to bring him, but I figured it couldn't hurt to have
I am
extra...
simply a servant to Lady Sybil.
Yes. Kind
Wait,
of
what?
like how I made him. He's
He's your child?
No.
You see him lift up the visor on his helmet, and you see this metal construct face. What do you think Norbit's face looks like in this new version?
The same. I literally just put a helmet on, so it's like a little like kid doodle with like the kind of buttony metal bottle cap.
Ha ha! That's so cool.
Oh.
And you must. Oh wait, no, he's already met you.
Yes.
Luke says.
Kind of thought it was a halfling or a dwarf in there.
No, I created him.
If it makes you feel any better, Will, I'm just as terrified.
He's not scary.
I'm not terrified.
I'm not terrified in a way that I think he's scary. I'm terrified for the implications of society.
Oh, that's a larger conversation then.
Big picture.
I should like to hear about it though, because I would like to say that I don't think Norbit prescribes to any sort of ill means to society. So,
listen,
anyway, how's everyone doing?
I think he's great. Get used to the whole Lord Lady thing. It's how he's been talking to all of us.
I can reprogram if we don't like him. If he's going to be
Please
rude,
don't!
if anybody has to. Well,
I'm a proper knight.
Okay, you heard the man.
Cute little moment. Not something he's ever done. Norbert has never asked something of you.
Oh no. AI is poop from a butt.
Oh.
What?
Hello?
He has to shut him down immediately. She's
Hello?
like, oh, this has gone too
Turn him
far.
off. Sorry, that was Angie.
Yeah.
I will note that and continue to be in this moment right now,
Yes.
in this conversation with this activity.
To be honest, I got a good amount of sleep. I'm doing all right. I thought I'd be maybe a little bit worse for wear hangover-wise, but feel pretty good.
Pip does not look good. Circles under her eyes. Did not sleep a lot.
Well, Luke is a gentleman and won't comment on that.
Has anyone seen Kai?
We haven't walked in yet, no. And you see that Luce is there. Luce kind of raises her hand, greets everybody, but she's a little hoarse, so she's.
Oh, you did drink a lot.
She sang a
last
lot.
night.
And sang.
She sang
Oh,
so
yeah.
much last night.
It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
It was beautiful.
But she's
Takes a lot
there.
outta
She's
ya.
there. She's just she's a little.
She's on vocal rest.
She's on vocal
Wow.
rest. Yeah, and also looks a little tired.
Oh, she's sleepy. They're pretty sleepy.
I love when spam numbers text you like plans. They're like, "Hey Julie, do you want to do this?" Anyway, does that not happen to anybody else?
Luke?
Oh yeah.
It
And then you're-
does.
And
I
then
just
you're
didn't
like,
think.
I'm not Julie, and then they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, do you want to be friends anyway?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do, but I was just so immersed in this world that I wasn't.
Sorry. Luke says, none of us have been in yet. We've been kind of waiting for everybody to arrive. So I guess...
Everyone's arrived.
Well, let's get in there.
Alright, he knows me, so I'll, lead. And he goes to the door and opens it up. It is open, the shop. And you walk in, and you see, I don't think I have any. I don't. Oh, I do. There's a little here. That's a little bit of a shop, little ambient. At least it's not amp. So you walk into this little
Needs a
magic
trough
shop.
of beans.
Yeah, it does
Really
need a
silly.
trough of beans. You walk into this little magic shop, and it is quite quaint. You see the two, they would be northern and southern walls, the right and left as you enter, are lined with shelves where they have a variety of magic items. You see that there are two glass cases in the center that have some magic items displayed within them. And then at the far back, you see a little counter desk area with a shelf of other magical items behind it. And at this desk area, you see a young girl. She looks to be probably no older than 20 years old. I will say, without even having to roll anything, Sybil and Pip, you notice the bronze band of the first year institute around her wrist. She has auburn, short, pixie cut hair, and is currently wearing a kind of like beige shirt with an apron, and she's writing something down, and she looks up, and she says, "Welcome to Venters. Let me know if you need anything." And Luke kind of like says, "Oh, hi, is Kai here?" And she kind of looks up and she says, "Oh, yes, he's in the back. He's a little busy right now." And Luke says, I don't mean to bother him, but if you can just let him know that Luke's here, he knows me." And she says, okay. And she steps down off her stool and walks to the back of the shop. Moment passes. She comes back in. And following behind her is the man that you all know to be old Kai Venter. He's got a circle of white hair around his head with a shiny bald top and two very tiny round spectacles that constantly fall to the edge of his nose that he's pushing up. You see that he's currently wearing a...
is he human?
He is a human. He's currently wearing a work shirt with the top button unbuttoned, sleeves rolled up, was clearly like doing some kind of work back there. And he's kind of like wiping his hands of what looks to be like an oil-like substance as he comes forward. And he says, "Oh, Luke, it's so good to see you." And he comes forward and gives Luke a big hug. And Luke gives him a hug back. And says, "You know, I wanted to be here earlier, but with Grima and he kind of can't really finish his sentence, and Kai just like squeezes his shoulder. It's all right. I'm so sorry to hear about your sister. It was so chaotic with everything that happened with Elle. I didn't even notice her out there. Her and Drea had just left, and I'm so glad she's all right." And Luke looks over to Luce and says, "That's a lot thanks to her." And Kai nods and says, "Thank you." And Luke says, "Actually, it's a lot thanks to all these people that are here with me. Everyone who's standing here with me helped fight off the Mephits that day. They helped people." And Kai kind of nods. Oh, yes, I actually remember all of you. You were all here in the shop after the attack. My memory is fuzzy that day after being hit over the head. I'm also old. But I do remember you all being here. I thank you for what you were able to do.
It's wonderful that you've got the shop back up and running so soon after everything.
Yes, Elle would be very upset with me if I didn't. She loved this shop more than I did, I think. And it's been very helpful to have Kima here. And he looks over to the girl, and Kima kind of nods. She says, "Hi, I'm Kima. I was Elle's roommate and best friend." And Luke kind of nods. "Thank you for helping Kai. I'm sorry for your loss as well." And Kima kind of nods. And Kai looks to the rest of you. "Well, what can I do for you? Are you here looking for wares or bless you?"
Bless you.
Luke.
Sorry, there's some dust.
Yes, yeah, fuck you.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. And he, Luke says, "Well, actually, Kai, we're here to just get some more information from you, if we can. Any information we can get from you about what happened, about Elle." And Kai kind of nods. "All right, I will do my best. I don't want to... please, all of you, will you follow me into the back? Kima, will you watch the shop?" And Kima kind of nods, and he leads you all to the back of the shop where you've already been. It looks much cleaner than it did last time. More organized, but all of you probably can see not the actual stain, but the stain of the image of Elle lying there. It's still kind of burned in your consciousness. Probably hits all of you in some way or another as you walk into this room, but it fades away and you're in the back, and Kai sits at his desk that is back here. There's 2 chairs if anybody wants to sit down, but not enough room for everybody. But he sits, and he gets out, he leans down, And he gets out a pack of rolled cigarettes, and he lights one and begins to smoke. All right, how can I help you? And as he exhales, you see that there is a glowing red ruby on his desk that, as the smoke comes out of the cigarette and out of his mouth, it immediately goes into this little ruby.
Nice.
So none of it gets on any of you.
That's cool.
I use this as a cue and pull out my own pipe and start smoking it.
Oh, that's nice. Secondhand stinkiness.
Actually, not to take away from your narrative moment, but genuinely, there's no stink. There's no. It's a magic item that.
Does it work for every smoke, like even Eovald's?
Roll a history check, Eovald and Sybil.
This is brilliant technology.
Still kills you, but
It does. It does. It sure does.
But it doesn't kill
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
else.
18 for me.
What about you, Eovald?
My roll 20 is glitching out.
Okay.
whoa.
That's a nat one.
So I don't know what I got.
Okay.
Oh, it's a
I think-
19.
Oh, 19.
19.
Nice. Okay, so both of you know that this is called an ash gem. It is a common magic item, or uncommon magic item, that collects smoke off of whether it be cigarette, it could be a campfire, it could be a torch, but it collects smoke off of nearby flame sources. Once it is collected enough smoke, it begins to flash, and then the smoke either needs to be released through a non-violent, normal, just like release of the smoke out into the ether, or it can also be used as a little fireball spell
Oh,
gem.
Ooh.
Once it is
Fireball.
filled with smoke, and then it is used up, and it is done.
fireball.
So you would know that that is what an ash gem is, and that's what he's using. And you've seen these. Eovald, you know it just because you've been around a lot of rich people, and a lot of them have these. None of them ever use it as the fireball thing, but it's like a way for people to be. It's like the classy way for people to be able to smoke, right? And Sybil, you know about it from just like knowing magic technology and being fascinated by such things.
Yep.
So anyway, just a little lore drop there.
Yeah, let's not give it to the firefighters. Let's use it for the smokers so they can keep up their disgusting habits. Yeah, sure.
So he's smoking. And he says, "So, what can I do for you? What information would you like to know?" Luke kind of looks to the rest of you. I've gone as far as I can. I think the rest of you might be a little bit smarter than me as far as exactly what information would be useful. All right, that's gonna be it. Thanks.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Zach. We know that the sequence of events was that Elle was attacked, and in the attack released the methods because there was a crate of them that was accepted into the shop.
Ish. So,
Yeah.
the morning of the attack, a crate was delivered that had the symbol of the spiral. That crate was then put into the back. Later that day, Elle was killed in the back room by an anonymous murderer who apparently might be the vampire. Eovald found out through his investigations that person then they destroyed the mephit crates to cause a distraction after Elle's death to then escape out the back of the shop.
Escape.
So I think
Cover up for the murder.
To cover up for the murder.
Yeah, I think the question that's been brewing in my mind is, do you know who delivered the crate, and what were your initial thoughts when you got it, if you weren't expecting it, or if it wasn't part of your inventory.
It's a good question, and it's something that I've thought about as well. You see, when it arrived, I was not expecting it. It was already at the foot of our store when I came in to unlock it in the morning.
Oh.
Which means that someone had to deliver it overnight or in the early morning hours. Brilliant Bazaar is a relatively safe place, so it could have been there for a number of hours or shortly, I'm not sure.
And who brought the crate in? You?
I did, and I was going to use my identify lens to discover what the item was, but Elle arrived and the morning got away from us, and I just never got to it in time. So it sat there in the back, waiting.
Zach, can you remind me, the symbol that was on the Mephit crate, was that the bloody dagger symbol, or was that the other symbol?
That was the other symbol, the spiral.
Spiral, got it.
As far as you know, the spiral symbol and the crate could be completely unrelated to, and could have just been there by happenstance. It might not be as well, but you don't have any evidence technically connecting the two other than the fact that they were there at the same time.
It's just a logo of a crate maker.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the Heinz logo.
Yeah. Go ahead, yeah.
Was Elle acting strangely in the days or week leading up to these events that you would have known of?
Yes, she was. As a matter of fact, it was very strange that she arrived late that morning, as I always usually saw her before me here. I was surprised to see the package. She usually would have brought it in. She seemed to be tired and worried the last day or two. Preoccupied by something. I thought it was maybe boy troubles.
Is Kima still in the room with us? No,
she's out in front. Yeah.
Do you think, this is more of a question for Kima, but if they were roommates, do you think Kima would maybe let us investigate Elle's room?
I trust Luthra here with my life and the life of my loved one, so if he trusts you, then yes, I think she could be convinced.
Might be.
And you've never seen this symbol before on this crate?
Spiral? No, I've never seen that before.
What about this one? And do we have like, I think we have like the sketching or the
blood dagger
something
one?
To show the bloody dagger symbol. Does this look familiar at all?
I have seen that symbol before. Where have I seen? On a coin, I think. A coin in the fountain out in the square. A symbol like that, I think. What does that mean?
Well, it's from the scene.
Oh.
It was
We're still trying to figure it out, what it means totally.
Right, of course.
calling card, most likely.
The Iron Guard didn't have that symbol. They've been quite useless, to be honest.
Well, that's what they normally do.
Less important things.
Is there
Agab, as it were.
Is there something else that I can help you with?
This is I don't know a better way to word this question, but I feel it must be asked. Have you seen or know of anyone that would have wanted to harm Elle in this way?
God, no. Elle was so light. She was such a kind girl. That's why I was so troubled by how troubled she'd seemed the past couple of days. Kima might know more about who she spent her time with, but as far as I know, no one would ever want to harm a hair on her head.
Of course.
You know what? Let me go get Kima. I think I'm done having this conversation for this moment. If you have any other conversations for me, you can ask me in a minute. And you see him just getting a little emotional. I just need a minute. I'll go get Kima for you.
Can I insight check that?
Yes, you can. Roll an insight check.
I was gonna say, if you want advantage, I too was going
Please.
to insight check.
Yeah, sure.
Please,
we can just say that. We can just say that Sybil like nudges Will. Like,
Yeah, I like.
Ooh,
That's
not
what
great.
I was
13.
trying to keep it
at advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I rolled an 11
Oh, what
and a
about
1.
your EM inspiration?
You do have EM inspiration.
Oh, but you can save it.
I'm
gonna save it. I don't care that much.
You
Sybil's like,
see that he genuinely is very emotional, and that this is hard for him. If you get a hint of anything weird, it's a guilt that he feels, not out of responsibility for the act, but out of responsibility for maybe, like, you see, he's getting agitated at the answers that he doesn't know. And he's feeling like maybe he wasn't present enough for her. It's kind of what you're picking up on.
Okay.
And so he steps out, and he, you just hear him say like, "Oh, Jerry, good morning," and he like, someone's out there, and
Jerry.
Kima comes back in, and she's kind of sheepishly sits at his desk. Kai said that maybe you might have some questions for me.
I guess just the usual of, did you notice anything weird about Elle? Seem upset?
Yeah, she was kind of upset the past few days. I think the night before everything happened, she had a really bad date, and it didn't go well, and she seemed really off-put by that. But other than that, she seemed, I mean, she was Elle. She was always happy, good at her studies, didn't really party too much, unfortunately.
Who was this date with? Do you know?
Yeah, he's a snob. Terry Lowhart is his name. He's,
Oh.
Harry Lowhart?
Terry Lowhart, yeah, and that name does ring a bell, as
That
that
was
is
the guy, right?
that is the drunken guy who is getting
That's the
kicked
guy.
out of the Lucky
Oh.
Turn, by that Dragonborn a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
She
That
went
was the same night as
the
attack, right?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, he's a first year at the Institute. His brother is a high magistrate. He's a bit of a prick. And, yeah, they went out on a date. She seemed like she was a little bit more than like, it just went bad. Like, he was weird. Like, she seemed like upset. But she said he didn't hurt her. He didn't touch her. And she said she didn't want to talk about it. And, you know, Elle's never really the type to be like that, so I didn't really want to pry. Maybe I should have.
Sounds like we really need to, I guess, just go to this institute, look around, maybe spend some time in that library, learn some stuff. I don't know.
If you want to visit our room, all of the things are
Yes.
still there. Kai can't bring himself to come get him just yet.
Guess we.
I think that'd be helpful if you're willing.
Elle was a good person. She was kind. She was smart. Her uncle raised her since she was a little girl when her parents died. She didn't deserve this. No one does. But her especially. Please, I'll do anything to help. So yes, you can definitely visit us at the dorm, or visit me, I guess. I can take you there now if you would like. If Kai's willing to let me go.
My next question is if we could go now, or
I'm sure
what
Kai
time
would
you
I'm sure
done?
Kai would be willing to. I'm technically not on staff here. I've just been helping him out. I'm sure he would understand, given the circumstances.
Yes, then if you're ready to go now, I think now would be
Okay.
good.
Yes. Let me just. She kind of starts to take off her apron. Let me just get my things. And she takes off her apron, goes over to get a coat. You see that she is completely forgot what I was going to say. So she just grabs her coat. And and she leads you back out to the front. There are no more customers out here. Kai is just kind of sitting at the desk, and he looks over. Oh, are you all leaving? And L, too soon. Kima speaks out, and she says, "They would like to visit Elle's room, and if it's all right, I know her journal's there." And Kai kind of, you see him almost wince at the mentioning of her journal and her things, and he says, "Of course, I just ask that you leave whatever is there until I can gather her things. Please don't take anything. I'm not saying you would. Please just respect her things.
Of course.
And let me know what you find out." Luke speaks up there. "Of course, Kat. You can trust us. And if not all of us, I will definitely be back to tell you what happened. And we're going to figure this out, Kai." And he puts a hand on Kai's shoulder. Kai kind of nods. Of course. And you all, unless you have anything else to ask, exit Kai's or Venter's magical wares.
Is there
Yeah.
this is a magic shop in terms of I could buy components
Oh yeah.
while I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to buy a couple pieces of components, spell components for my refills and my restocks, and give him probably a little bit more than it would cost.
Yeah. So, is there a given cost on your thing?
I know what I need. I need a few feathers or down pieces. I have a spell component pouch that I just pull a bunch of vials out of and
Oh, so you're basically just
what I buy.
refilling your component pouch.
I need to refill my component pouch.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So
that'll
however
be
much, if you need me to tell you exactly what I need.
No. It's So you're basically, the way it works mechanically, it's your component pouch takes care of any of your physical components that you need that are not specified by the spell or that are not cost related. Okay. So anything that doesn't have a specific cost next to it would be in your component pouch technically.
Yes. And I can go ahead and just refill.
Yeah, so you're going to refill that, and I would say here, especially because these are non-magic items, these are components that create magic things, you can get this component pouch for 10 gold.
Oh, I have the component pouch.
Oh, so you can refill it for 5.
Okay, sick.
Sorry.
I'm also gonna take 10 gold to get some incense to cast a certain spell, hopefully soon.
Yeah, of course.
I'm getting I'm gonna give him 7.
Okay, great.
Actually, I'm gonna do 20 gold.
Give this man money.
No, wrong way.
He's willing to accept the 7. He kind of fights you on the 20. He's like, "Really, that's too much, please." Or you're doing 20 gold worth of incense.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
He's like, "That's way too much incense."
What?
Please don't take all of my incense.
Just stink up the place.
All right, cool, great, thank you. Angie, and JMO. Anything else that anyone does or wants to say? Okay, perfect. So you all head out into the brilliant bazaar. Do you just want to head straight to the Institute? Is there anything you want to do or stop by on your way?
I know I'm really excited about this institute,
Yeah,
but I'm playing it cool.
The only thing I'm asking about is there was something that you were told in there that was outside in this market, and I just didn't know if you wanted to
the
investigate
fountain. Yes, the fountain.
Yes, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to shoehorn it, but I didn't know if maybe you just forgot about it. So I didn't know if that was something you wanted to investigate.
I wrote it down.
I wrote it down.
You don't have to look into it.
Find that coin. Do you think it would be useful to have a?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was really excited about the books, but yes.
I mean, there's a lot of coins in that fountain, but we can try to find it. No, I think it's worth it.
Get lucky and do a quick look at least.
So you all head over to the fountain. Let's do investigation checks by everybody.
Ooh.
Oh, we had a long rest, right?
Yes, you have.
Fucking gorgeous.
And I think we said it during the episode. I'm pretty sure we did, but you guys are level 4.
Yes.
Yes, we sure are.
I got a 21.
Investigation.
I got a 20.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Hey, wow,
Plus
for me,
5.
damn.
We all
18.
find it at the same time.
17 plus 1.
That's the only natural 20 I'll get this whole time.
Okay. The lowest roll out of all of you was a 17. But the DC was 20 to find this, which means 3 of you succeeded, but there's 1 coin. And so I'm going to have to say the nat 20 is the person who finds it. So you guys are searching for the coin, and you're searching, and you can't find it. You see a lot of Concordian Expanse coins, obviously. You see coins from other realms. You even... Wow, yeah, that's a Sabian Dynasty coin. That's crazy.
Can I have that one too?
Yeah, you can have that. You can take that out, the Sabian Dynasty silver. And you're looking around, and it's not here. You don't see the coin.
Oh.
And then
Sybil's hands
and then
brush
Sybil,
at one point, and so
I was gonna say, like, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna look over here now.
And then Sybil, you look over and you see he's not very dexterous, so just tossing from one hand into the other hand, you see Norbit playing with a coin.
Oh my god.
I'll go over.
Look at what I can do, Lady Sybil.
Excellent, Norbit. What have you got?
He shows you, and you see a bronze, which is unique for a coin. It's about palm size for you, and it is a coin with this symbol on it.
Oh, it's probably something.
I gotta have to. Okay, hold on.
Hold on, everyone. No, but no, really, give it to me, please.
No, I want it, Mother. Don't take it from me.
I know.
He wouldn't directly. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't even a role play that he would do that. He would never do that to you. He would give it immediately.
Norbit and Sybil have a very similar relationship that Aliana had with her dog.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, big time.
Is Art still alive? No.
No.
Isn't it Art 2?
We're on Art the second or third right now. They just don't know any other dog names.
Probably the third at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though it was canon that Aliana was keeping it unnaturally alive for
That's true.
way past its lifespan.
That is true.
Canon.
We do. They taxidermied him, and he's just like
Oh god.
chilling in the garden.
But then is also existing now in the Feywild at the same time.
Yes. Normal.
He goes and pays homage to himself.
You see,
No, but you look
sorry
really
guys.
stressed out.
It's really upsetting, Zach.
You see this.
No, but I'm so sorry. Oh.
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 No fancy stuff added.
Interesting.
Just a good old bloody dagger.
I'll take it from Norbert and go back to. Thank you, Norbert. Guys, I found it. Well, Norbert found it.
Oh.
But it looks different. It looks more like.
There's no blood. There's no blood coming down from this one.
There's no blood and there's
wings.
no wings or.
Yeah, it's boring.
It looks more like the one that Eovald had seen.
Yeah, well, mine had little poison clouds on it.
Yeah.
This is boring. They gotta up
This
their
could
game
just-
a little bit.
I mean, the other ones were for a specific assassin. This could just be for the group.
That's.
Pip, is it magic?
Let me check. An excellent idea that I'm definitely gonna do. I do need 10 minutes.
Can you do it while we're walking?
I don't know if someone might have to carry me. I do need to focus on it for the full 10 minutes.
I will say that you can just kind of have someone like hands on your shoulders guiding you as
Okay.
you
If
are
someone
just like
does that,
looking
yes.
down. You just like are in the book.
I think Sybil would go to, because she has done this for Pip before, would go and like behind her and start to put her hands on her shoulders and be like, "Oh, is it okay?"
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it?
Okay. All right, let's walk.
We're walking.
going? Where are we walking to?
The institute, the dorm.
The institute. Yes.
Okay,
mean, perhaps-
so as you guys walk to the institute, you open up your book, and the face appears, and book says to you, "Good day. What are we looking at today, Pipplin?"
And we can't hear this.
No, you
right?
cannot.
Okay.
You just hear me talking.
Yeah. What are we looking at
yes.
today, Pipplin?
And I'll get the paper glasses out and put them on from the book and put the coin in the book on like the opposite page of the faces. Well, we found this coin.
Yeah, you see him like the face of the book is on one side, the coin's on the other. You see the face is like, yeah. Okay.
She'll like half close it, like hold it.
Oh, it seems this coin definitely has aspects of divination magic.
Oh,
It seems
okay.
yes, it seems once a magical word is said and flipped into a water, a sending spell is sent.
Oh, and it requires water. That's
Oh.
very specific.
Yes. It seems that the word is handler.
Handler. Oh no.
Don't worry,
She'll,
don't
like,
worry,
wait
you have
for
to
something
toss
to
it in
happen.
water. You have to toss it in water.
Right. Okay. Okay. Do you think if I said it, there's a time limit from saying the word to tossing it in water? Like because I said the word. If
It
I
seems it
accidentally
has to
drop
be
into
a
puddle?
purposeful action done simultaneously.
Okay. Great. That.
The word must be said as you flip the coin into the water.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
And
Perfect.
the sending spell is a pre-recorded message sent to an unknown target.
Oh, pre-recorded. So you have to. Is this like the a callback, but that amulet that we had when Jay was in campaign 3, that basically like you set with the coin a message, and then at some point it like sends it.
It is, yes, it is similar to
Okay.
that. Yeah, it's kind of a different version of that.
Right. Okay. Pre-recorded message that
What was the code word again?
Handler.
Handler.
location. Well, this unknown location is probably the handler of this group, and I don't particularly want to send them anything right now.
Oh, I also said, I mean, I've already said what the spell was. I said divination magic. Sending is actually evocation magic.
Whoa.
How dare you?
Nerd.
Someone studied at the institute.
But that is a conversation that happens over 10 minutes. As the rest of you are walking, and you're
I
walking
feel like
with.
Sybil's like, she does. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a one-sided conversation.
Yeah.
Water, really?
And as you eventually make your way to the let me get out. It's I don't remember. I know it's Kiara Institute, but let me give you
Cutie Institute.
The full name for this lovely place is the Kiara Terzia Institute of Arcane Academia. Shout out Angie. So as you arrive on the campus of this magical place, we will take our first little bio break. Not our first, our only. So stand up, stretch, get some water, but don't go anywhere.
No.
Fine.
Because we will be
Don't
right
yell at me.
back.
Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
bye. As you make your way down the Ceylon River, out of the Brazilian Bazaar.
The Brazilian Bazaar.
Out of the Brazilian
Lots of waxes
Bazaar.
happening here.
When you make your way down the Ceylon River, out of the brilliant bazaar, down towards the southern area of the city, passing the grand, large temple of the Paramount that is here in the city of Crosshaven, and to the area known as the High Spires. The High Spires is a large walled area within the city of Crosshaven, providing much extra security, where the Citadel lives, and it is also where Crosshaven College, the Kiara Institute, and the Starvale Library all call home. The first thing to hit you as you approach the High Spires is just how magnificent the architecture and grandeur of it all is. You know, Pip, pretty used to seeing this. It's pretty second nature to you at this point. Sybil, similar, but even you, it's still impressive at times. Eovald,
Sybil's sweating.
Yeah, Eovald, you're on a similar level of Sybil, but Will, I mean, it's just magical. You know, pun intended. It is an amazing feat of construction, even non-magically, in the sheer symmetry of it. The walls seem perfectly flat and flush. There's no cobblestoning here. The walls are of solid brick stone. Clearly, magic was used in the construction of these walls. And two large iron and wooden doors are currently, and almost all the time, swung open to allow people to walk in and out of the High Spires. There are a line of 20 iron guard, 10 on each side of the gate. The High Spires is very well guarded. However, they don't check anybody or anything like that. But you do see them standing at attention and ready, very much kind of like the King's Guard, or well, I guess it is technically the King's Guard now in England. The ones with the hats, very much in that aesthetic, very stalwart, standing there.
Rest in peace, Liz.
And
Liz.
As you approach, not even making you roll, you see a thin red line that goes all the way. It's a full square. It goes along every wall, the ceiling, and the floor. And as you cross over it, you see just the slightest bit of arcane writing in this line that is causing the glowing. This is very much a sensor to detect magic and to detect maybe other things, maybe programmable things. Right now it is set to magic items, so when you see some of you and other people, you're not the only ones with magic items, cross the barrier, you see that specific section of this red line glow slightly. And you see the intensity of the glow fluctuate. And you kind of put 2 and 2 together that maybe if there was an incredibly high level magic item that was maybe not very common, that it would glow immensely, causing attention, and that might be something they look into. But it looks like low level magic items aren't really considered to be too crazy. But you do notice, you clock, that people who get a glow as they walk by are eyed as they walk through, and are just, there's a note taken. But then you pass in and you walk into a almost forested area. The High Spires is a huge campus, as you can actually, let me kind of let me show you here. There you go. So down at the southwest of the map there, that's the High Spires district. So you walked in through those big gates down there at the south, and the High Spires prides itself on keeping a lot of the natural area around here, and so you see a ton of trees that do seem natural to this land, and you see 4 main campuses. I wouldn't call them buildings because there's multiple buildings with each one. 4 large campuses that exist within this place. In front of you, you see the towering structures and the stained glass and the marble engravings of the Citadel. Just a beautiful, tall, grandiose building. To the left, you see the Starvale Library. You see a huge building. At the top of the building, there is a slight dome structure where you can see from here, it looks like a sky. It looks like a blue, and it is mirroring the sky that is above it. You can't tell if it's an actual mirror or if it's kind of like a projection. As you know, Pipplin, it is a actual covered mural that magically copies whatever the sky is above it, so that people in the library can kind of experience the weather of the outside as well without the dangers of it. What'd you say?
Touch grass.
Yeah, touch grass. And it is a beautiful building. You see a lot of people are mainly heading to and from the Citadel. That's probably where the thing that is getting the most traffic. However, this is a very busy place of the city. People are walking quickly with purpose. It's giving New York. It's giving fast walking and not really paying too much attention to the people around you. It's, in a weird way, you're surrounded by people, but you could have a very private conversation right here in the open. Kind of one of those things. And then to your right is the Apple of Will's Eye, the Chiara Terzia Institute of Arcane Academia. You see a large campus of several buildings with a huge courtyard right in the center of all of the buildings. As you approach and get closer, you see, you hear actually first this whooshing sound as about 60 feet above you, a person comes zooming and flying by on a broom, followed by 5 other individuals who are on brooms, and they are flying by, and you clearly see what you know Pipplin to be a flight instructor teaching a class, but you just see these 5 flying individuals fly above you, Will, and you see students out in the courtyard that seem to be conjuring and playing with these ethereal animals. Everything from a cat to a frog to a hawk. You see people prestidigitating certain things. Maybe they're minor illusioning to kind of mess with people. You see an area where everyone around you is of an arcane persuasion. Everyone around you is open with their magic, happy about their magic, proud of it. I mean, as you take all of this in, I gotta know where Will's head's at.
Oh, I'm suddenly feeling very self-conscious. I can't do any of that. Okay, this isn't as lighthearted and fun as I thought it would be. Now it's giving me kind of an inferiority complex. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, this is fun, right?
Understandable reaction. You walk with Kima as she leads you to her dormitory. And takes you to the second floor where her room is. And she comes up to it and she takes out a key and she unlocks it. And she doesn't open it. And she looks to all of you. And she says, I actually, I've not been staying in here the past couple of days. I've been staying with a friend. So I don't really know if I'm ready to go in there. So I think I'll just wait outside. But her half of the room's on the left.
I kind of turn to everyone. The dorms aren't huge, so just be prepared to get a little cozy in there with all of us.
Yeah, and even in this, and even in this hallway, like Luce is like doesn't have to duck, but it feels like she needs to. So every once in a while,
I could start somewhere else. You know, if that gives you all just a little more space. I could go check out the library while you all are busy here.
You really want to go to the library, don't you?
Well, yeah. But two things can be true, you know. You guys would have a lot more space to work, and I can read.
I bet Pip would take you to the library.
Yeah, of course. I'm also very interested in reading this journal that we've heard about. But
or I can take you to the library if you want to stay here.
Either.
Oh well, if Pip stays here, it'd be helpful to have another set of magical eyes in the crime scene. Well, potential crime scene, the dorm.
Yeah. Then.
Yeah, I could take you to the library. Well, I mean, I guess I don't have to. Now.
Yeah, you have the option now, Eovald.
He's not getting paid.
Looks like Luce and Luke decide that they can stay. Luke has a little bit of a personal investment, so you see that he wants to stay in the room. And Luce, to your statement, Will, says in a hoarse voice that she has some magic that she can offer. And
no, do the voice, Zach.
No.
I'll take Will to the library. It would be my pleasure. I haven't been in quite a while.
We can split half and half.
You were just there
Will,
yesterday.
Will, Eovald, and Sybil, you guys can go to the library. The three of us will take the room.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Right.
Sounds perfect.
Sounds like a plan. Team.
All right, yeah, go.
We are a team.
Let's put our arms in. Right? This is something we do.
Sure.
Okay.
Go team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go team.
Go team.
Go team.
Not a name yet. Workshopping it. I have a list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I mean, I've been keeping a list for like about 15 something years of just possible names, you know.
Yeah, kind of like
sure.
In the event that I ever got this chance. Okay, let's split. Bye.
Okay.
We'll just starts walking off.
Walk off and then come back. I don't know where I'm going.
I've got it.
Okay.
I can also lead the way. Norbit comes with you.
I would whisper to Norbit to stay with the other group. Hey, would you just keep an eye on Pipplin? Just make sure.
Lady Sybil, I will protect her with my life.
I know you will. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
And if she says anything about anything, will you just let me know?
Is there any tea in particular you would like me to get?
Well, just like how she's doing, what she's feeling, just generally about all of it. Thank you.
Noted.
Yes.
Be safe, Lady Sybil.
Yes. Yes.
Call upon me, shall you need me. I don't know how, but
No,
figure it
you'll
out.
know.
Okay.
Bye.
He doesn't say figure it out.
Figure it out. Bye. Bye.
Chronically Online, and so the three of you head out, but JMO, you and the NPC and the PC played by the DM stay behind.
You and Zach.
You and Zach.
So you guys walk into Elle's room. We'll start here. You have been in these dorms. You spent your first year, as every student must, in the dorms, no matter their parentage or background. And it is just the same that you remember. Small. Some people are able to magically enhance their rooms. It doesn't look like Elle or Kima are those. You see that Elle very much was focused on... You could just tell by her room that she was very much focused on transmutation magic. Just from like the books and stuff that I can just like, you're smart enough that you immediately see like, that was her specialization, or like wanted it to be, right? And has a chest of drawers. It's one of those classic ones where it's like longer at the top and then drawers at the bottom. And so there's some clothes in there, the bed that is neatly made, without rolling, with your passive investigation, which is pretty high. Clearly a layer of dust here. Kima's not lying to you about people not being here. Kima's side of the room is the same way. But now that you're in the room, go ahead and roll an investigation check. Luke will give you advantage with the help action, and tell me what specifically you are looking for.
Yeah. All right. I have. That's a 24.
24. Wonderful. And I know you're looking for the journal. Are you looking for anything else other than the journal?
I think she's definitely looking for the journal, looking for things that feel out of place for a student to have, especially a first year student. So if there's like advanced something, like a book that doesn't make sense for a first year to have, or notes that she's taken that don't make sense. And I think I would do the same on Kima's side too, to see if she has anything that's like out of place or just feels like wouldn't make sense for a first year to have.
As far as knowledge and or resources that are outside of a first year's purview, you don't find that with either of them. You do find Elle's journal. It's in the first drawer of her bedside table. It is locked. It's just one of those like twist things. It's not actually locked. It's just fastened, I guess I should say. So it's fastened. But it is a journal. You also find in that bedside drawer, underneath what looks like just blank parchment, you find a letter that is drafted by Elle to Wait.
Name's really hard to read. Her handwriting is a little smudged here.
Wait.
Wait.
Wait. How do I... Okay.
Chirp, 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 chirp. Walk.
All these links are very useful, but... oh, duh. Yeah, obviously. I forgot that this institute is still new enough that the person that it is named after is still the headmaster. So it is addressed to Kiara Terzia, the headmaster.
Oh.
And what you find are a few things. In the journal, you quickly peruse it. Classic journal of a young aspiring student. She seemed to be very sweet and innocent. She has humble beginnings as an orphan, was here on a scholarship, and also because of her connections of her uncle Kai's. Venter's Magical Wares is not the most prestigious magic shop, but it's a well-known magic shop, so he definitely had connections that she used. She speaks of him very fondly. She speaks of Kima very fondly. And then there come the entries of meeting Terry Lorehart, otherwise known as Terrence Lorehart. She met him maybe a week or so ago. Found him to be very charming. They got to know each other, some flirty entries. I'm like, ooh, maybe he'll ask me out entries. Then he finally asks her out. She gets really excited about that. And then she has one entry after the supposed date that is late that night that says it went horribly and that Terry is an evil man and that while he didn't harm her in any way, she's afraid of what he's capable of. And then she says, should I tell the headmaster or not? And like that's a question that she asks. And then with a 24, you're able to find the draft of the letter with that high investigation roll. The letter that it is referring to in the journal. And the letter is to Headmaster Kiara Terzia. It says that El Venter went on a date with Terry Lorehart to the Lucky Turn on the night of the 4th of Arisia, the night before the Brilliant Bazaar. Wait, no, sorry. Hold on, that might be wrong. 2 seconds.
That's correct. I have session 1 as the 5th.
No, I know, but they might have gone on the date 2 nights before.
Oh.
I actually don't have that. I think it's... Yeah, it's 2 nights before, so it would have been on the 3rd of Arisia. But this is still the last entry that she had.
Mm-hmm.
So she must not have said anything on the 4th. The letter says that they went on a date to the Lucky Turn on the 3rd of Arisia, that Terry got very drunk, and she is pretty sure he was under the influence of other things, but she can't confirm or deny that. She says that he started to use his magic to mess with people in the tavern, which is very forbidden. It's not illegal necessarily, but it's very much something that students specifically cannot do, and like they will get expelled for that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also like every student does it, and like only a really goody two shoes would tell on that. So it's like that part's a little like okay, but you keep reading, and it says that he started like picking fights with people, and he got into a fight with this person outside of the Lucky Turn. She doesn't know the man's name, and he used magic to harm him. This is assault, so it's illegal. But it's arcane assault, which is even worse, and incredibly frowned upon by the school, like expulsion and jail time. And then, after that, she like is trying to get him home. She's trying to take care of him. He's a drunken mess still. And they like kind of get into a fight, and there's this cat in an alleyway nearby,
No.
and he kills the cat with the magic in a very violent way that disturbs her, is all she describes it as. And she says that she is reporting this because she fears for the safety of other students. And that she hopes that her involvement can remain anonymous. It's not signed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not even a, like, what is that called? What's, like, the sincerely or the, like, yours, whatever that's called, the sign off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's not even that. So it just, like, the letter ends. So it's obviously in her desk. You can tell, even with your passive investigation, it's not been, like, crumbled up. Like, it clearly was, like, written, folded up, and put in this desk.
Mm-hmm.
And never taken out. But that's what you find with your investigation. Luke kind of takes...
I think she would read it aloud.
Yeah, Luke
as well.
takes all that in. So, I mean, obviously, we gotta go talk to fucking Terry Lorehart, right?
Seems like a logical next step, yes.
And you know... Well, he's gonna ask, and then you would know the answer. How connected, I mean, how powerful is his family? And you would know the Lorehart family are known to be a pretty ruthless, noble family. The father, Tormund Lorehart, was a high magistrate, which is what your father used to be before he was a counselor, and was often rumored to be corrupt and involved in shady shit. But that was never confirmed, especially because he died. And his son, who is a deputy magistrate, kind of took over and is in the process, basically, of transitioning to become a high magistrate and take over for his father. And that's Thomas Lorehart. And then his younger brother, Terence Lorehart, is the first year at the Institute. He's kind of known to be a bachelor. I think when he was young, before your parents knew that you were gay, probably tried to set you up with him. Like, you know, it's like,
Totally.
He's definitely of, like, that caliber, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when Luke asks you that, what do you think you say?
I mean, they're definitely a well-known family. In a way similar to mine in the high magistrate positions, potential future for council members. I don't know them that personally. There was a time that we crossed paths many times at parties and gatherings and political events, but it is not unknown that Terry is reckless and the black sheep of the family.
Right.
And the father, who has since passed, may not have been the most upstanding citizen, so...
So your gut tells you this is bad?
Yes.
They're not going to go down without a fight, it seems, that kind of family. It seems like if we're going to get any information out of them, it's going to be hard, nigh impossible to get.
Families like that will do a lot to protect their names and protect their reputations. So if something like this were to come out about this Terry, I don't know if it's connected, but I also know that people are capable of a lot to protect their reputations when so much is on the line.
You think that maybe they were worried that she would come out with this information?
I think so. If she was the one that helped him home, it probably was known that they were on a date. She was seen there with him. I mean, it was a very public display, it seems, if all of this happened at the Lucky Turn, but not all of that is reputation ruining. But killing a cat with magic.
And the fight,
that's...
too. Because she said the fight happened outside as well.
Oh, right, yeah, yes.
So the assault and
harming
the killing.
someone.
Yeah.
Those two things are reputation ruining.
Alright, so what's next steps then? Just going and marching to their house?
No, I think that's too forward. I think as frequent as Terry seems to get drunk, since we ourselves had seen him drunk one night.
And actually, we didn't role play it because there was no reason to, but you think back on it, he was there last night too. Seems that Terry frequents the Lucky Turn at night.
I think it... Maybe not the whole group, but one of us could get him slightly drunk relatively easily and see what he knows.
Will can maybe look into his head?
Yeah, if we flash these images, these symbols, and he could lie to us, but he can't lie with his thoughts.
You're pretty smart, Pip.
One thing going for me.
I think you got a lot going for you. Why do you feel that way?
Oh, just no reason.
I think you're pretty impressive. That was smart the way you just put all that together just then.
Thank you.
All right.
I read a lot.
All right. Well, let's go find them at the library, maybe?
Yes, I think I would like to take this note. I feel slightly weird taking her journal, but...
Yeah, he did ask to leave things here.
The note, I think, is important to keep.
The note, I think we can keep. The journal, I think that might need to stay.
I've taken a lot of notes.
Yeah, we can write down what it says for sure, yeah. Luce? Anything? Luce just nods her head no.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Luce is tuning their lute. A little bored. They are Fae still, you know. All right, so you head on out. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, is that what it was called, the Hall of Justice?
I think so.
Yeah. Y'all. That means Sybil. What's your names? Will and Eovald. You all. Hey guys, it's only section 6. You all walk to the Starvale Library, and when you walk in, Will, you see what has been described in previous sessions, but is a massive, large building, with a huge, like 30-foot in diameter oak tree that rises up the center of the library with a wooden staircase grown out of the tree itself that rises up to the upper floors. There are also other ways to get up to the upper floors. That is the main one. And you just see an endless sea of books around you. This is the largest collection of books in the whole of the Concordian Expanse, if not the continent of Achios. And it is mind-blowing to behold. What are you guys doing here at the library?
Are all of these books about magic? Like all of them.
In some way or another, yes, they'll redirect.
Oh.
I'm sure there are books about history, but it's likely the history of magic or history of someone who was magical.
That's awesome.
There's no fiction book here where I could just dig myself into for a while. It's just all about magic.
There's fiction. I believe it's
You looking for some romantasy books, Eovald?
Oh, if you're looking for romantasy books, yes, there is. Pip loves a romance novel. She...
Okay. Okay.
Is he gonna do it?
So, what's happening there?
Do you... What's happening where?
Well, last night had a pretty a pretty obvious, maybe a little slightly awkward confession of how someone maybe feels about you romantically. Person that you've just been platonically living with and have a robot son together.
Well, he's not a son. He's
Okay.
creation that I made when I was 10. I don't know what you're insinuating.
Nope. Yep. Confession happened last night, and then today it seems even more awkward. So I'm going to assume that is this going to be a problem for the group? Is what I'm trying to get at.
I'm not sure. I don't know. What?
Well, she likes you.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? She likes me. Of course she likes me. We're friends.
She wants to date you. She has a crush on you. She finds you romantically interesting, and then maybe you also do too.
I don't...
If you didn't pick that up last night, I really don't know what to...
I did, but it doesn't make any sense. I've
do you
been
mean
going
it doesn't
through
make any sense?
in my head over and over. I went back to the first time we met. I thought about it. She's been kind to me. She's been nice to me, but I suppose I didn't... I'm trying to find the moment where I should have known. Where I should have... Am I really that oblivious? And I don't know what she wants from me, or if she wants it. And if she wanted something from me, wouldn't she tell me?
I think maybe she's in the same spot that you are, not really knowing what you're thinking, and...
Well, then she's been living with it for... Oh, God, I don't even know how long, and...
Do you like her?
I don't know. What...
Well, this is only going to be solved if you guys actually talk about it.
What is it like to like someone? What do you know? How do you know?
Have you never been attracted to someone before?
I suppose I suppose maybe. Surely I have to have, right? I don't know.
I mean, unless you aren't. Some people go their whole lives without finding that feeling at all, and maybe that is you.
What is it? And if you tell me what it is, then maybe I've felt it before, and I could.
Okay. I shouldn't say I'm.
Attraction.
Well, yeah, it hasn't been exactly mutually reciprocated.
But what did it feel
yeah,
like
of course.
for you? What did you experience physically? And I get out a little parchment and like go to. And Eovald, please feel free to.
None of this is my business.
We just met, so I don't want to get into like stuff. But it's kind of like it's okay. At least mentally, it's like you think a lot about this person, and you maybe get butterflies when you think about them.
Butterflies.
Yeah, butterflies in the stomach.
Like
okay, moving past that.
Oh, like it okay, yes.
Yeah, like that, like a nervous feeling, and when you talk to them, maybe you're like super in your head about like, am I saying the right thing? Am I not saying the right thing? But I want them to like me, and you're going out of your way.
Well, I do think about her a lot, but I don't know if I've ever worried that I've said the wrong thing.
You could also just be a much more confident person than me, in which case signs would be different.
All right, Sybil, I think this is only going to be solved if you just have a conversation with Pip.
I know.
And I think if you just instinctually don't know what this feeling is, then maybe it's most likely probably not romantic. That's just my thought. Because every time I've had this feeling, I knew it immediately, even though I've never had it before.
Wait, every time you've had the feeling, you knew it, but you haven't had the feeling before?
Well, the first time I got it, I was like, what is this? Oh, this is for sure some sort of romantic thing that's happening to me. It's kind of intrinsically no.
Oh.
Seems like there's no...
I just had a really big
Romantic
crush on one of
things.
the acrobats that worked at the circus that I was traveling with for a long time. So that's kind of
And
my
you had
point of
butterflies
reference.
and you thought about him all the time and you were scared to talk to
Okay,
him
well,
or
his
say
job
things.
was to wear really tight pants and do flips in front of me all the time, okay?
And tight pants made you have butterflies and think about him. And what else? Because I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh, God, I don't know how to
Tight
explain.
pants do? What does the presence of tight pants have anything to do with it? What if his pants were loose? Would you feel?
I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to explain this to you. It's
Okay, that's fair. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get.
You ever like
No.
picture yourself kissing Pip? Because if the answer's no, then I don't think this is gonna work out. At least now.
Kissing her. I suppose it. Oh.
Have you kissed?
Yeah.
Not you and Pip, just you in general.
No.
That's
But
surprising.
it doesn't make me anxious. Doesn't thinking about it doesn't make me. She's a really interesting person. She's
Totally.
lovely to talk to. She's very smart.
Oh,
She
yeah, of course.
always has an answer. Honestly, I would probably talk to her about this, and that's probably the point. If I should just talk to her about it.
Well, it sounds like she's just a really good friend, and it's okay if that's all it is. And maybe make sure that you're both on the same page about this,
Okay.
because
Yes, I
I'm
don't-
sure Pips is out there having similar things or thoughts.
That's fair. That's fair. And I don't get the distinct impression that she wanted me to even know her feelings. Otherwise, I feel like she would have told them to me. So,
Yep.
yes, we are going to talk, and that is the next course of action. And from there is a giant mystery bubble of unexplained stuff that I don't even know about. And that's fine, and that's a really fine place to live emotionally.
Yeah, it sounds like it. All right, well, and just to be clear, none of this is my business, so I'm just gonna
and
stay out of it.
isn't the library marvelous?
Yeah.
To go back to that, if you, this is Will, I want you to have a great experience and not worry about.
I'm really I'm invested in, I'm invested in this group.
You see, just like as you're talking, a tiny little brown rabbit like just runs in front of the three of you, kind of like looks up,
Whoa.
and then just keeps running.
Okay. That was,
There's a squirrel here named Meatball,
of course.
and he is a book bringer or something. I don't know. Pip knows a lot more. She probably should have come with you to this.
I'm not complaining spending time with you.
Oh. That's really
But
nice.
you really should talk to her.
I will. And I
Interparty
don't want to-
dynamics I've read about can be
I don't
really
yes, I don't
complex.
Want to ruin the and my
And if one person has a crush on that one person,
Yeah.
but then that middle person does not have a crush on them,
Yes.
and they're gonna have
My
a crush on another party
father
member,
told me a
and then it's
story
one
about
party
this,
member
yes.
having a crush on one of them while two others are dating, that sounds really messy and unhealthy.
Yeah. Yes, it is for a fact. Yes. And I don't want to bring you. I know you're really, really into the whole dynamic and party situation, so I don't want to ruin that for you. And
It's your
for
life.
us.
It's your life. You shouldn't
Yeah.
consider it based on. Books
We
are
don't
great.
have to-
We should look at the books.
Books, yes, that I know. Eovald, there's some lovely histories of knights and deeds and such in the section on the second floor. If you're interested, is that what you like? I don't.
You
very
think I
clever.
like to read about deeds?
Well, deeds like things that like knights do, like good deeds and
Yeah. All right.
So-
Well, I just gotta correct you real quick. I am not a knight. I'm just a guy. I mean, anyone can wear armor like this. You don't have to have.
I can't. I tried. I fell over a lot.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true. I guess that's true.
takes a pretty particular person to even want to, I think. But
Heavy.
what do you like? What do you?
Well, I feel like you read of stories about knights and they're in their armor and they come in on horseback and they like save the day and.
Well, that's not you.
No, not really. I'm just kind of like walking around and stuff.
Oh.
You know, I don't really like believe.
You don't
in
ride a
any...
horse or anything.
I mean, I have rode a horse, but it's not really my thing. You know,
That's
I'm
fair.
more
So,
more of a walking guy.
Again, what is your thing?
Well, I mean that's a good question. You know, I like foraging in the woods.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a section on druidic magic.
Nah, not really into that. That kind of foraging.
You're very interesting.
Really, because that's interesting. Because I'm kind of denying everything you're offering to me. I don't know how that makes me
Well,
interesting.
I feel like you kind of remind me of my brother. Once he found out what he liked, he was fine, but it took him a long time, and he was very indecisive and very grumpy.
Mm.
You're kind of grumpy.
Well, I guess I am sometimes. But the world is kind of a grumpy place, and I'm just kind of fitting right into it.
That's fair.
Mm.
Well, I'm going to go upstairs and find a book on druidic magic, and I'm going to say that you're going to like it, and if you don't, then you don't have to tell me.
I mean, all right. If you have a book, I'll happily read it, no matter what it's about.
Give me something to talk to Luke about.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can probably talk about him doing magic and me not. Sounds like a fun conversation.
Do you think you'd have more to say if Will was still paying you? Is that rude to ask?
No, not necessarily more to say. I'd maybe have a better idea in this moment what I should be doing.
Oh, you're feeling lost.
Yeah, I'm not that lost, but I'm in a big magic library, and I'm like, I don't care about any of
Is
this really.
someone lost? You see a older man with kind of a circle of gray hair with a little gray hair attachment up at the top, but definitely huge receding right here, wearing the yellow robes of a librarian here at the Farweil Library. Has a particular bronze gold sash that marks him as the head librarian, but you don't necessarily know that. And he comes over and he says, "Hello, Sybil, good to see you. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hello,
How's it been?"
friends of Sybil. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. What, are you two new students? You are definitely a new student, you are," he says to you, Will.
Oh, no. We're
Oh.
helping some friends.
Oh,
who
well,
are...
you should definitely look into being a student. You'd fit right in.
Really?
Oh, yes, you've got that look about you.
Will's very good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's good. That's good news, Will.
He looks like he's mystical.
It's just black nail polish.
Oh, it's more than just that, the pooper scooper.
Excuse me?
Gracious.
I really don't. Okay, I'm just gonna start looking around. I'm gonna start.
What are you looking for? Anything in particular? Or would you like me to leave you alone?
Tell you what, if I need you, I'll come find you.
All right, wonderful. Sybil, is there anything I can help you with, you and your friends?
No, I just was showing them the library. Although,
I'm backing.
Yeah.
perhaps, and I get closer to him and kind of drag him away.
He is one.
towards-
Jorge Haro is close to a little suburban old lady in terms of his personality.
Yes.
He loves some gossip. He's like so surprisingly sassy. You know what I mean? So like you pull away and you start to like lean in a little bit, and he's locked in. He's like, yes, what's going on?
The Real Housewives of Farweil.
What's going on? Yes.
Well, I was wondering. I want to surprise Pipplin.
Oh, wonderful.
It's been kind of difficult lately, just postgraduate life and such.
Of course.
I was wondering,
It's a
could you
hard
perhaps
transition from student to adult,
Yes. Could you perhaps point me in the direction of maybe some of the last books she checked out, or some of the last romance novels? I know she likes
of course.
some of the lighter reads.
Anytime there was a new one, she was always checking it out first.
Yes.
All right, yes, of course.
Just like 2 or 3.
Yes, how about you don't need to. It's a waste of your time to follow me around. I'll go and I'll look at the registry. I'll find the books and I'll have them for you at the desk on your way out.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
And go help your friend because he might get scared by the birds. He seems skittish.
Yes, got it.
Because once you get to those upper floors, the birds like to mess with you, as you know.
Yes.
So.
I like it, but I see why
they're
people wouldn't.
so clever and fun.
They're so clever.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Jorge.
Of course, yes. And give Pipplin my love. I'm sure I'll see you. I don't know what her schedule is. She's always here.
Yes. I will give her your love.
Why'd you say that so weird? Hold on. No, hold on. You might be... Yeah, why'd you say that so weird?
No reason. Just... Jorge, how do you know if you like someone?
Oh, well, that is a very simple question.
Good. Okay, great. Bye!
Well, do you want to know the answer?
I don't... Yes, I do.
You know.
Oh. Somehow that is way more clear than anything that Will
If you
or
don't
Eovald
know,
told me.
then you don't. Sometimes it will smack you in the face. You can spend your whole life not liking someone, and then the next day you like them. Or you can spend your whole life thinking of someone as a friend, and then the next day there's someone you want to marry. Love is a complicated thing. But it's only complicated because we never know what to do with it. Feeling it is not complicated. Living it is.
Okay, it got less clear, but I still think that I know what you're saying.
I'll go get those books.
Bye.
He wanders off.
Oh, Will, the birds!
Eovald, I'm assuming you followed Will, right?
Yeah, I'll let them have their thing.
Yeah, Will, is there a particular section, type of book? What are you looking for?
I think I start with the illusion of I'm gonna look up stuff that's relevant to this case, and then I get really sidetracked by the different subjects that I'm seeing on the walls, and then I kind of want to look for a book that maybe sounds a little bit more like what I am doing magically. Thinking about whenever Pip had asked me what kind of magic that I do, I didn't really have an answer, and so
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. Go ahead and roll an investigation check, and I will just say I'll volunteer for them. Either Eovald or Sybil, one of the two, is going to give you the help action here.
I think, by the time he gets up there and I...
Yeah, by the time you're looking into books about that, Sybil's back with you and able to...
And I use my EM inspiration to roll that again.
Of course you can. You gotta. You have 49 minutes to use it.
At 20!
Hey! Okay.
Thank
Well,
you,
It was-
Emily.
Thank you, because I rolled a 4 and then a 5.
That is,
Thanks.
by the way, the second nat 20 on an investigation roll in the library this campaign. Just saying.
I love
Hang out in the
Starville.
library.
We're only in session 6.
Damn.
Okay. So, full disclosure.
By the way, I still also do have inspiration that you gave me last time because I talked about the Florence and the Machine thing.
Yes, and that's DM inspiration, which is
Yes.
eternal.
Yes.
You can use it in a campaign that I'm not even involved in, and they have to accept it.
Wow.
Great.
It's like
My
a Visa
DMs
gift card.
that.
My DM said that I could do this.
But you use it on like a Monopoly game.
I just go to a random game store here in the city. My DM said that I could do this.
Okay, so full disclosure, flying by the seat of my pants a little bit here. So if
Of course.
I may need to retcon and give you like more information, maybe. But
Ooh.
I think that you find a few things with a nat 20. First and foremost, you find a book called Users of the Arcane, Types and Personalities.
It said Users of the Arcane?
Users of the Arcane, Types and Personalities. This is by Chiara Terzia. And in this book, you maybe have heard the word floated around, maybe kind of understand what it means, or maybe you've never heard it before. I'll let you decide. But you officially here learn, see, and feel the word sorcerer. And you learn about arcane magic users, and not only are you learning about them, but you notice that it is very clearly the section with the least information. In the section about sorcerers, it's very open by Chiara how little information is known and how little is understood about some sorcerers. Some, their origins are clear, i.e. draconic sorcerers clearly get their magic from ancient draconic bloodlines.
Shadow magic.
But even shadow magic, they get their magic from the shadow realm, or from Shadowfell. But the way that they access it and the way that it's naturally attuned to them is a mystery, right? And, celestial sorcerers, that's a little bit more understandable. But in a frustrating way, you don't find a subclass of sorcerer for you. You don't find a specific designation of circus dwelling, you know what I mean? Like it's just and obviously not, that's a joke, but yeah, unfortunately you don't find one that speaks directly on what you are capable of doing. However, there is definitely an acknowledgement in this section of the book that there are sorcerers like you, that are sorcerers who don't seem to get their origin from any place in particular and seem to have a natural access to the arcane. And it is that phrase that leads you to another book by Chiara Terzia called The Realm of the Arcane. And it is in this book that
Hold on.
Luckily, this
Okay,
is being recorded.
what was the name of this next
The
one?
Realm of the Arcane, and it is also by Chiara Terzia. Just as a reminder, this is the headmistress of the institute.
Yep.
She just opened a school so she could put all her books in.
Yeah. She just wanted to be an author.
Very Emery.
Very. In this book, you would have to take some time to fully read it, but it begins to talk about how divination magic clearly comes from the Paramount and the Lifey. druidic magic clearly comes from a druid's ability to access the energy that is exchanged between plant and life matter. And wizards are able to learn how the different energies of arcane that items and life just hold and exist are able to interact with each other in certain ways to create certain things. Basically, wizards are chemists, right? Wizards take the ingredients, they combine them, and it creates a reaction. Sorcerers are able to create those reactions without combining ingredients. You know, it's like a sorcerer is able to just create the flash of flame that two chemicals put together would create. And so this causes Kiara to come to the conclusion that there is a source of magic outside all other known sources of magic, aka divination, druidic magic, blah, 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 called the arcane. And she describes it as a force that exists around everything. She says that her theory is further proven by the fact that everyday items in life clearly hold some type of connection to the arcane in the ways that they're able to interact with each other, which comes to the logical conclusion that it is everywhere and that it exists in all things. She has multiple theories of the origin of this source of magic. However, she clearly states that these are theories, and that in order to prove any of these, it would require years of study and evidence that she doesn't even know if it's possible to obtain. But her three main theories are this. One, there is a forgotten member of the Paramount or the Lythe that created Arcane, the source of magic, and has been forgotten about through time or purposeful erasure. Theory number two. There is something on the planet of Zalios that has existed before the gods, before the Paramount, and before the Lythe. Something that is so ancient that maybe it's connected to the beginnings of the universe. Her last theory is that there is something from the stars above, something extraterrestrial, that brought the source of Arcane to Zalios millennia ago. And that's why it is so different from the Paramount, from the Lythe. Those are her three main theories. A forgotten god, something older than the gods, or basically a glorified godlike alien. And I would say, as you are reading more about that book, since it didn't take too horribly long in the dorm, it's probably at about that time that the rest of the party rejoins you in the section that you guys are in. So Pip has just been or Sybil has been just helping go get books to bring to Will or take them back, or I don't know, just keeping yourself. I would think that Sybil would just be keeping herself busy in any way she can to not sit still. Eovald is doing what Eovald's doing, but Will's reading. And then Pip and Sybil, or Pip and Luce and Luke all arrive at this section. You also see that Norbit is there with them, and his hands are currently cupped in front of him like that, creating a little canopy for Sylvester, as Sylvester is just being carried by Norbit as they approach. Yes, Pip.
We don't have to RP it, but just so I don't forget, because I want it to happen during the session. On the way to the library, Pip also starts to talk to Luke about druidic magic.
No, we can have this conversation.
Okay.
So, on the way, you guys are walking and talking, except Luce, who doesn't do much talking. And maybe, speaking of Sylvester, it's this moment that kind of inspires you. You see that Sylvester is, like, running in between all of your legs and stuff like that, and has a very playful energy. And then, eventually kind of, like, runs ahead, like, 10 feet and kind of just, like, stops in front of all of you. And when you guys are about 5 feet away, leaps up in the air and lands on Norbit. And Norbit is like, well, here you go, creature. And he puts out his hands. And Sylvester calms down, and that's how that all began. But looking at that and looking at Sylvester, I think kind of, like, pings that thought for you. And what do you say to Luke?
Luke, I'm wondering if you would indulge me some more questions and curiosity about your magic.
Yeah, of course.
To start with specifically, and Sylvester, and to be frank, I've been trying the Find Familiar spell for quite some time unsuccessfully, and I know you don't inherently cast the spell necessarily, but I would love to hear more about what happens when you do, and the feelings you may have, what you think about, and really just anything and everything.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I'm sure it's a little bit different between the two of us as far as how we would do it, right? But I bet the principles are relatively the same. When you cast the spell, I think the things that a lot of young druids run into the problem of, and maybe, I don't know, you could potentially be running into this issue, is they're trying to make the familiar an extension of themselves. They're trying to create the familiar, right? And
sure.
In a way, you are creating the familiar, for sure. But what you're really doing is you're summoning it, right? You're bringing it, you're calling for help. When I finally got Sylvester to answer my call, it's because I realized I needed someone, something. I needed help in one way or another, right? And when I cast the spell or used the ability, Sylvester, he answered. Sylvester's his own thing. He exists outside of me. I don't know what he looks like in the Feywild necessarily. Maybe he looks like this. Maybe he is completely different. But the spell isn't a command, it's a request. I wonder if maybe you thought about it that way, if that would help a little bit.
I definitely think so. She pulls out book and finds the page with Find Familiar on it and starts scribbling notes as they're walking.
Yeah.
That's extremely helpful. And then
good, great. I didn't think I would be, so that's awesome.
No, it's something that I think is lacking when you have a focus so specific as to a single school of magic. You have a very narrowed sense as to what that magic means, and either those spells, or if you try to branch out into other magic, then you're still, or at least for me, finding yourself thinking of spells in the same way, but learning of how your magic comes to be, how Will's magic comes to be, it's not one thing even for a wizard or for a druid. I'm sure it's more.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
just,
there are times when I need to take one thing and combine it with another to create a spell. I mean, isn't that what wizards do?
Yes, definitely. And to use nature and the earth and the elements around you is also, I mean, that's what the Mephits did.
Yeah.
And I didn't make that connection either until we met and you were talking about, again, the way you cast spells. It's fascinating in itself, but it also makes me curious.
Well, to be honest, I think it's pretty fascinating that, I mean, what I do, it comes naturally to me, right? It's like it's a muscle that I can stretch and learn, but it's like you crafted your own muscle for yourself. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yes, thank you. But I wonder if at some point, all of this to say, I'm wondering how far that muscle can be stretched. If there is a way to cross between wizards and druidic magic, can I cast those spells? Is that even possible?
I'd love to help you find out.
Yes, I would also very much love that, even just for the knowledge of if it is possible, but it seems something I would like to try, and there's a couple spells I was looking at last night that I would love to try with you.
All right,
if that's possible.
Of course, yeah. No, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's you see him kind of like get lost in thought for a second. It's training. I'm good at training people.
Oh, excellent. And she'll flip to another page in the spellbook and say, okay, there's this spell that I was finding.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a really good one. Yeah, and you see he starts talking to you, and he was going to say something.
Oh, no. Another thing. Lost.
I know. It was about, oh, yeah. He's going to say, you know what, this is awesome, and to be completely honest with you, I'd offer the same out of respect, or request the same out of respect, that maybe you could teach me a little bit of what you do. But to be honest, I absolutely fucking hate reading, so I don't really care to learn how to do that, if that's okay.
It's very understandable. It's working in the library enough, you get enough students and people that don't like to read that are forced to do so.
Yeah.
So I would never wish that upon anyone.
I can't sit still long enough.
Fair.
Yeah. I gotta be doing something.
Yeah, I've learned to sit still for a long time. What do you see?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, I just saw just cool looking bird. You definitely see what he's like. It's like, yeah, you got some attention issues, brother. And you continue to discuss this druidic magic as you all approach the table that Will and the rest are at.
And I returned the books that I checked out about SMRs to
perfect.
The front desk.
Good to know. When you do so,
Oh.
roll a perception check.
Oh no. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh, dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you see a stack of 3 books that are all romantasy novels that you have read recently, and on top it says for Sybil.
Oh, no.
And that
Yes,
part
yes,
is
yes,
mean.
yes, yes.
And that part was really mean.
I think Pip drops off her books and kind of puts them very neatly in the return section. Probably goes behind the desk to do so because that's just how she's used to doing it, and puts it and catalogs them back in and everything.
Yeah.
And looks, sees the pile, and just freezes
Uh-huh.
and stares at them for a second.
Yeah.
And looks up and tries to see if anyone's around to ask.
Oh, Jorge's there. Yeah, sure. Jorge's coming. He comes out of the break room, eating an apple. Oh, Pip.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. I was just returning those books that I had checked out last time.
Wonderful for your disease-ridden friend. He gives you a wink.
Yes. And she looks at the pile.
Oh, yes. Oh.
I know Sybil is here with a couple of our friends.
Those, I thought she'd be interested in those.
Oh, would you like me to bring them to her?
Oh, well, I thought maybe I should give them to her myself, because I just thought maybe, she's always reading books about things that she can,
Okay.
do or
yeah.
make, and I just think that, maybe she'd be interested in these books. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Oh, 11.
11. He is acting strange and weird. He's lying about something, but you don't necessarily know what or why.
Right, well...
I guess you could take him. Yeah. No, don't take him.
Oh,
I've never done this before.
Done what before?
Been the middleman. Usually I'm the one pursuing.
Pursuing? Oh.
Well, no, no, that's not what... I Pipplin?
will...
Pipplin?
Yes. Yeah, yes.
I'm a grown man,
I'm aware.
and I'm old,
Yes.
and I don't have time for this anymore.
Okay.
Sybil asked me for the books that you had read recently, and to get them for her so that she could surprise you with them. And I failed her,
Oh.
and you must not let her know. You must still act surprised.
Oh, okay. I will do my best to do so. And I will
Good.
not bring these books to her now. I will leave them...
She also asked
Yeah.
me what it feels like to like someone.
Oh, no.
And I told her
Excellent.
that you know. So,
And what did she say?
she freaked out and left.
Good. Good.
And I'm telling you all of this because I think you two young women need to have a conversation.
Yes,
Okay?
probably. Yes.
This can't affect your work here.
Oh, no, of course not.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
You would never fail me.
no. No,
But you can't tell her about the books.
I won't.
It
I
will ruin her trust in me.
Yes, of course, I will keep this secret and not say anything about anything. We didn't see each other. I just returned the books and headed right upstairs.
All right. Anything
Where
I can
are
get
they?
for you? Oh, they're in the...
Oh, bless you, it's dusty everywhere.
Fuck you. And he points to you where they are.
Yes, of course. Bless you. Bless you.
And you all arrive. Let me not talk for a second.
I have my head down, just writing in the book. Writing in a journal.
How goes the research?
Pip.
Lovely.
Pip! Hey,
Yes.
do you know
yeah.
do you know the headmaster?
Yes.
Like,
Not
personally?
somewhat. I mean, not like on. Yes, I mean my family knows her because of just councilmen and everything. But
Okay,
not,
okay, great. Could you maybe introduce me to her?
I could certainly try.
Awesome.
Yes,
Cool, that would be great. Thank you so much.
of course. Oh, did you find something?
Yes, but it's personal.
Oh, understandable. I'm happy that you seem excited, so I'm
Very.
happy for you.
Yeah, how was the dorm? Did you find anything?
I also did, yes. Her journal was quite enlightening. Pretty much says what we already knew of. She's a lovely girl, and then she went on this date with Terry Lawhart, and 2 nights before everything happened, and didn't seem to post write much in her journal after the fact. But I did also, she lowers her voice in this part, find an additional letter that she was actually writing to the headmaster, it seems, that gave more details of how badly the date went, and it was quite terrible.
Whoa.
And I was talking to Luke about more of this, but maybe...
Terry's a little fiend.
Yeah, Terry is perhaps a sociopath or psychopath, I believe. Can never remember which is the difference, but I think maybe one of those, and one of those with magical abilities, and that with also a very upstanding last name and protection that comes with that. But perhaps we talk about that later in less
Eovald,
quiet.
you've probably dealt with like psychopaths and those type of people, right?
I mean, I have run into a psychopath here and there for sure. If this guy is a psychopath, I'll be able to kind of discern it pretty quickly, and maybe we can just pin him down somewhere. And I don't really care about his connections to whatever family or whatever he has, so I don't mind doing the dirty work on this one.
There we go.
Great.
Solutions
There is
abound.
a certain level of delicacy that will need to happen just with how well... But we can, again, get into all the details later. The family is... But yes, I think it's... Luke and I kind of have a plan of what to do next, because it seems very pertinent to talk to Terry next, but we just do have to be delicate with how we approach
I don't
it.
necessarily know why we got. I mean, we're in a
Would
section
it
of the library.
Would it be?
I only heard you say library.
Oh, I said I don't necessarily know why we gotta wait to talk about the plan. We're in the private section of the library.
It's just very quiet. I didn't know if we wanted to... I guess it is quite private here. So I guess, yeah, we can fully talk.
Would it be beneficial, maybe just to help it not just be us, perhaps sending that letter that you found posthumously, talking to
The letter to the headmaster?
yes. Well, because then if she knows that we're pursuing Terry, now we have her on our side, so if something goes wrong with Terry, we've already got backup.
Yes, yes. Good thinking, good thinking, good thinking.
And it's going to be taken very seriously because she's dead.
Well, I just want to.
She didn't...
Yeah, she didn't sign the letter.
Yeah.
There's no
Should we do that?
evidence that the letter is from her or that.
But it is from her with a certain.
Yeah.
It was in her. It was in her
desk.
room, right? Yeah.
And the handwriting does match her journal, which
Can I see
left. The letter?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
I would like to look at it, and then on a piece of parchment separate from the letter, start writing the letters and copying her letters, and see. I have painter's supplies. Not necessarily calligraphy tools, but
I do if you want to borrow.
You
my
do.
tools.
I would try to see if I could get it to look as though I could forge her signature.
Do you have an ability or something that lets you do this, or are you just trying? Because there are abilities that let you, so I'm just checking.
I'm just good at tangible art.
Yes, of course, yeah.
So I don't think I specifically I have something to do with tool proficiency.
Yeah,
yes.
if you had there's people who are proficient in forging documents and stuff like that.
No, I don't have any forging.
Yeah, no worries.
God, imagine if one of Eliana's kids was bad at art.
But you're still, like you said, you're still very good at visual media. So go ahead and roll, I would say, either a dexterity plus your proficiency or an intelligence plus your proficiency. And we'll go ahead and say that Pip is giving you the help action.
Okay.
And the DC is going to be
safe distance.
The DC is going to be 20 on this.
20. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You said intelligence plus proficiency?
Or dexterity plus proficiency, yeah.
I'm going to do intelligence.
All right.
It's a 14, but I do have heroic inspiration because I woke up. So I'm going to use it to re-roll, but I can't re-roll at advantage, right?
It's just a re-roll, so that's, I mean, you would re-roll at advantage, yeah.
Oh, then I'm going to... Oh! Oh! That is 19 plus 4, so 23.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you are able to use some of the letters that she has.
Yes, I just get in the zone.
To, scribble what you would think would be a pretty passable...
Do we think...
signature.
Do we think this could be
I
good
mean,
enough?
I feel like morally we're on the right here. We know it was hers, so I feel like this is
Exactly,
fine.
exactly. And if it helps us, and it helps her...
But the headmaster is like a wizard, though, right? Can't she, like, determine this kind of stuff pretty easily? That we faked it?
If she tries, if she has any reason to suspect differently, but... I mean, we've been asked to investigate, so...
Well, the only thing is how are we planning on presenting the letter, because it is written by a dead woman?
I think we send it. I think if we send it and then it arrives...
You don't think that'll be mysterious, that she receives a letter from a dead woman?
Well, she sent it when she died. She could have sent it and then been killed.
We still do have the... Iron Guard badge thing, so that is...
You would have given that back.
Well, never mind.
Because you have that when you're under contract of an Iron Guard contract.
Fair.
We can at least say, like, hey, we've done contracts with the Iron Guard. We're a trusted group.
You feel like maybe if you went to go talk to Jarhaldor, she could maybe let you have it back, but I'm just saying you don't have it right now.
Right.
Plus, I think I personally might have an in.
With what?
With her, the headmaster.
Oh.
Me, I'm the in.
Oh,
all right.
I mean, people know. I mean, Kima and Kai know that we were in her room. It could just be that we're investigating this and we bring this to her, knowing it was addressed to her.
Is there?
Ask
I don't
her
know.
not to do anything about it yet.
I don't know what the politics of this city are like, but if we do that, is there any danger in the fact that you are pretty openly going after a Torhart? I don't give a shit, but I'm just saying, is that something we should be caring about?
Yes. If that is indeed what Elle was involved with, and my current theory is that she discovered some bad things about a very powerful family, and a powerful family that has money to pay a group like the Bloody Daggers to hush someone.
I'm a little worried about what that, and I know I'm biased here, but I'm a little worried about what that could mean for Kai.
Well, we also found the coin, the sending coin. That's a pretty good piece of evidence.
True. I wonder if we can...
Can you reverse call on a coin and see who called it last?
Star 6-9?
Yeah.
Well, what if we just called whoever it was, see who answered?
Do that?
Well, that sounds extra dangerous.
That's probably the most dangerous option.
Might recognize a voice if they've been around in the noble world.
And if it's Terry, we'll know right away.
We definitely need to talk to Terry. I mean, no matter what, we need to go to the Lucky Turn tonight and get him drunk and talk to him.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, again...
Will, you're pretty charismatic. Maybe you'd be good at talking to him. You're a charming, nice guy. I don't know.
Thanks, but I've never really tried to be charming to a cat killer before.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, that's when you know that about somebody, it's going to be hard to hide that from your face.
If someone has control over their face, Eovald has great control over his face and expressions.
Luce, you're pretty good at it too.
Luce also is.
If I can speak by the time.
You
Voldemort.
As long as he has the voice back, maybe.
Harry Potter!
Stay close to me, Nagini.
Terry Lockhart! Can't you die? Canon.
I'm sorry,
well-
Sophie. Be here. I'm just kidding. I love you.
I feel like I'm pretty good at making friends with drunk people, so we'll just find him and we'll, I'll pretend that I like him because he sounds like a terrible man.
I also, just to put it in our brains here, I can always turn into a little spider, hitch a ride.
True.
Oh, well, this is thinking way far ahead here, but if you guys are talking to him, I can be off at a distance and read his mind while you guys are asking him
I
questions.
thought of that too, Will. I was like, maybe Will can dive on
It's a
in
great
there,
idea.
Yeah.
And if he is hiding something, hopefully you can tell what he's hiding.
However, and I do mean this genuinely, I don't know what it's like when you dive into people's heads, but I'm being serious. If he really is a psychopath, I don't know, just be careful.
That's fine.
And he is a magic user. I don't know.
That's
Did he
true.
go to school at the same time as us?
No, he's currently a first year.
Right, he's a
student.
first year. So I don't know what his specialty
His
might
brother
be,
graduated when his brother would have graduated when you were a freshman.
but... Okay.
So you know
depending
that
on
they are
his
both
specialty,
magic users.
if he... I don't know if he is... He's just a first year, so he's not that powerful, but he's clearly not shy about using his magic.
Well,
So-
keep me hidden. I won't, if I can find everything easily, then I won't have to. It'll be a quick exit. No one will know that I'm there.
Yeah, you only
You
got to
should
dig
also
deep if
probably-
they're trying to hide something, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I should not also be...
No.
Terry and I know each other, so
Yeah.
he would easily recognize me.
I'm genuine. I'm so bad at talking to people. Someone else should do. I think Eovald and Luce kind of do.
We
it.
do the honeypot, but with Eovald. Eovald's the honeypot.
Yeah.
Can you quickly explain what that means? Just
You're
so I know?
the hot piece of ass. But
alright.
conversationally speaking,
Could be either. I
or it
think.
could be either. I don't really.
And a
know
little
yet.
physically. Just show a little skin.
Yeah, yeah. You could. He could be into it. You never know.
He is known as quite the
Playboy.
playboy. That was the
Playa.
word.
Playa.
Ooh, I don't think you can say that. That felt weird coming out of your mouth. That rubbed me the wrong way. I don't think that doesn't feel authentic to you.
I couldn't remember the actual term. I just remember it started with play, and that also felt wrong. I read that term in a romance
I
novel.
love this
read
game. I love this game.
So where are we going for? My vote's headmaster, but obviously willing to defer to the group.
So we
We
really
could
think we can
ask
just...
her not to act on it and just again have the.
I'm willing to use myself as a test subject here.
Is there? Listen. Once again, I'm not a city folk, but can you just get? Can you just go talk to the headmaster?
No. You usually have to make an appointment. I can likely make us an appointment, but I don't know if it's. If we just walk up to her and say, "We have something for you."
I don't know.
She-
Well,
we had a meeting. She would not be here.
What do you think? Like, what do you mean that you could be the how?
She's written 2 books about all the arcane stuff, and that she has questions and she doesn't understand because certain types of magic users are apparently rare, and I think I'm that type of magic user that's rare that she's trying to study.
Oh,
So if I'm like, hey, I can do stuff that you don't know about, she might be like, whoa, that's cool and interesting.
you want to pull on her curiosity bone.
Okay, sure.
I'm full of little,
Very quickly.
cute, quaint sayings.
Sure.
I'm
I
from
don't-
the country.
Like pull on. Oh, give it a good old pull on the curiosity bone.
Sure.
I like it.
Thanks. All right. Yeah, it's worth a shot, I guess.
And again, we could show her the letter, ask her not to say anything about it yet, due to the family that it is about. But if then something were to happen, someone else knows. And I'd rather she knows than the Night Wardens know.
Speaking of, just after having slept on it, any thoughts on their offer of getting more information on the Bloody Daggers, or do we feel like we're doing good enough ourselves?
As of right now, I'm very proud of ourselves.
Me
Sorry,
too.
Eovald.
My personal vote is to stay away, but I did want to bring it up.
I don't think we should be joining, giving them any information or At least right now, they seem like bad people.
I agree.
All right, we're all on the same
I
page
do
with
want to
that,
know quite badly what they do know, but I don't know if it is worth this favor at this time.
Perhaps if we...
Does the rest of the party know about your father's connection with Jace? Yeah, no, they do. Yeah, they openly talked about that at the meeting. So Luke would say, "Listen, it is none of my business, so you don't have to answer this question. But Pip, are you planning on talking to your dad about this at all? I mean, he did say that was allowed. You talking to your dad about it?
I do. I was also thinking now about asking him more about the Lohart family.
Yeah.
And what he knows about them. But I am hesitant. Also.
Question. Maybe this is for something like further down the road, not exactly a problem here right now. How willing is everyone to use their famous and rich parents?
I don't have famous or rich parents. So.
I think that's debatable.
Why? Who are my parents?
Because I don't know, but everyone else seems to have very wealthy, cool parents that do stuff, and people know them.
What have your parents done, Eovald?
Really?
Well, my mom lives here in the city sometimes.
What?
As an architect, right? You mentioned that?
She's not rich, but some people know her. It's kind of niche.
Designed any buildings?
Yeah, the tallest one.
That's your mother.
She designed the White Tower at the Citadel?
Yeah, is that surprising?
I know about the White Tower at the Citadel.
What is the White Tower used for, Zach?
The White Tower is used for council meetings. At the very top of the White Tower is the circular chamber where the council meetings happen. It was a symbol, because Crosshaven's still a relatively new city, so it has been something that has been the Citadel itself has been in construction basically since it happened, and the White Tower was kind of seen as the final piece. So it is supposed to represent the shining haven that Crosshaven is, and it has the council looking down on everyone, not in a looking down way, but in a looking over way is the way that they kind of present it. And so that's the White Tower.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, your mom's famous, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I know
she's
her
not
name.
on the council or anything like that.
Yeah, your father's on the council. That's maybe the most famous here in Crosshaven. Even her parents aren't that famous.
I'm not arguing that. I was just...
And Sybil's parents have part of the moon named after them. I mean, come on.
What?
Well,
oh yeah, it's true.
To be fair, my mother specifically said she does not want to be involved if I do choose to go the adventuring route, and she said, "Love you. Please don't bother me unless you have to."
Oh,
that's
Goodbye.
rude.
Guess that goes for your dad too.
4 siblings to worry about.
What about your aunts and uncles?
Oh,
like the green one.
Who's?
You had a green one?
Aunt Rowena.
The tiefling?
Oh, might be interested.
Oh,
definitely Uncle Emery. He always... I don't know where he is currently. Danny wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
He loves me, but I also don't know where he is in a different way than I don't know where Uncle Emery is. So
it took me a long time to even know that Danny, the ballet dancer, and Danny, the guy from Concerned Citizens, were the same guy. I actually didn't know that for a long time.
And
he made a whole ballet about it.
That's when I found out.
I saw that.
It was very strange. He really hates attention but loves it.
So, but wait, I thought your dad and Danny were like a thing.
Not officially, according to the book by Emery.
Oh, so the play kind of... So what's right, the play or the book?
The book, actually, come to think of it, I don't think I ever saw the ballet. I wasn't allowed, I was young.
Well, yeah, the There is the part that made your dad a famous character was apparently pretty that scene was apparently pretty scandalous.
Oh no.
It was the first ballet show in all of the Sabian dynasty to be 18 plus.
Rated M for mature.
It wasn't about him meditating.
That's just because Danny was like, I don't want kids. Like, I don't want kids
It wasn't
around.
even really that risque. He just didn't want his kids there. He knew kids would ruin the experience for everyone.
Yes.
Threw in a couple cuss words just enough to be rated.
Yeah,
a certain...
one F-bomb and they done.
No, my father and my Uncle Danny were not an item.
That's weird that he would...
I'm pretty sure that...
Isn't that weird that he would make that show then?
It was a dream ballet. It didn't actually happen. It was.
Yes.
Oh, Will, you
I
seem
think it was metaphorical. It was metaphorical.
That's not my voice. My voice is up here. That's a different voice.
Okay, that's where we're gonna end this session. Thank you all so much for joining us. I just don't see this coming back. So I'm just
6 minutes.
I'm too goofy right now. So thank you all for joining us. We love you so much. If you're watching us live, you're going to be able to join us for our charmed chat coming up here in just a bit. But if you're not watching us live, then that means the episode's about to end for you, unless you're a subscriber. You need to be a subscriber on Twitch or a member on YouTube in order to watch our charmed chat, where we kind of debrief and talk about the session. We also talk about EM inspiration and what it was and who got it. We don't talk about that here. So if you want to find that out, you have to subscribe or be a member. So do that. Thank you for joining us. See you tomorrow, Thursday, and next week. Thank you to my players, the Bears players, the GM can ask for, and I say it every time, and I do mean it every time. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
All right.